these headphones on. Left, right. Yo. Let me turn while I got time. These headphones are just way too loud.
Oh, yeah. Mine are okay. Yeah, it wasn't that loud.
Let's start the show.
Let's do it.
Well, the song is not playing for us today. Mute this.
Massive echo.
We know,
chamber.
yeah. At least we know the audio's working somewhere.
It's not where we want it to.
No Bay Bubs today, but you guys can hear Bay Bubs every day if you want to. Bay Bubs is available on all audio streaming platforms. Check him out. He's on our intro. Hey, my phone wants to work now, audio and everything, man.
There you go. Your phone's disrupting the flow.
I haven't had time to share it to social, so you guys give me a second here. Let me get this thing going. Once again, go ahead. What you gonna
Ebony's
say?
excited to tune in tonight.
I appreciate you, Ebony, for being excited.
We're excited for you to tune in as well.
We are. Oh, man, this thing here is going to choke me. I like being choked at certain times, but not during the podcast.
Are you that type of guy?
Huh?
You're that type of guy?
I'm whatever she's into type of guy.
Really?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Why not, man?
Choking Bubba out. Have you ever lost consciousness during erotic play?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't go that far.
Yeah, you should try it.
There's somebody watching now saying he's a damn lie.
I called 911 3 times.
Once again, you are on the bench podcast, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We're available on all, and I do mean all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We have a good show for you guys today, as always. Alrighty. If I can get it here, we're going to be talking about Kawhi Leonard. He's in deep trouble here. PJ Washington is also in deep trouble, but for a totally different type of situation. The Florida college football is back, man. They're saying all three are back.
I think Ebony might want to choke you into submission. She said, that's the spirit, Bubba. Wow. And I got an apology here for trashing FSU, but we'll get to that later.
and a lot more we'll get to here. Just here shortly. It's tough, man. I in 30 plus years of living, I still can't do two things at one time.
Oh man!
But we'll get there. All right, we will get there.
Even if she's into it.
All right, hold on the bench podcast. Got to get those hashtags out and this out.
Indeed.
I'm going to share what I was really thinking about today. A little later in the show, it's actually hits home.
Okay.
Anybody from the Winter Park, Edenville area, but I'll get to that at the end of the show. I want to talk. We're going to open with this Florida football thing, okay? But before we get there, I got to just pat myself on the back. I'm wrong a lot. I'm wrong some. I'm wrong every once in a blue moon. But when I'm right, I have to tell somebody. When I'm wrong, I shut up. When I'm right, I tell somebody. Okay, so last college football season, my cousin Blu-ray, he texted my phone, then Blue Sky. He says, he doesn't say hello. He doesn't say, how you been doing? How your daddy doing?
Straight
He says, straight to the point. Travis Hunter, Jeremiah Smith, who you got? I texted back within 3 seconds. I said, man, Travis Hunter, what are you talking about? And in the next 2 to 3 days, it became like a national story. I mean, and it has nothing to do with my response in the text message, but
I think everybody knew that already.
But of course, it's because that it was with Travis accelerating in the Heisman race, and also Jeremiah having some good games. So they're like, okay, yeah, what do you think is better? And everybody, and I mean everybody in the national media, was like Jeremiah, and it's not close. And we brought it to the show, and you were on Jeremiah's side.
Yeah,
I remember that.
good receiver, yeah.
And for just, I could not understand. I couldn't see it. I couldn't understand it. I still don't understand it. And I'm watching Saturday as Ohio State plays Texas. And not only does Jeremiah just has another, like, whatever. I said it's a bad game. I say it's a bad game. But because when receivers have bad games, receivers that people like, the excuses of, oh, it's the offense, it's the system, it's early in the season, it's this, it's that. You get all of these excuses. And here goes the thing. Jeremiah, he had the dropsies. He dropped like multiple balls, wide open, him and nobody else within 5 yards. Guys, and I'm going to take it to the hook because I rarely curse or use this word here, but when you that nigga, you don't drop those balls. When you that guy, you don't do that. And when I look at the big games from last season, I went back because revision is history, and sometimes in sports things get lost. I said, well, why did I feel this about Jeremiah last season when clearly he was the belle of the ball? And when I look at the big games, he did not perform well. I mean, you had like the second to last playoff game, he had like 1 catch, 3 yards. You look at and I went through today too just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Like get some of the higher ranking teams. He a lot of his big games was against Western Michigan and the Tennessee Techs of the world. Like those were his big games.
Well, no, he had a big game against Tennessee in the playoff. He had a big game against
Oregon
in the playoff.
Okay, and I went through the Oregon one. I'm like, okay, Oregon was like what, ranked 1, 2, or 3.
They were 1. They were if they'd beat
they were 1, but they had a weak pass defense. I looked that up. I said, okay, how did he have 100 yards against Oregon? And I looked it up. They have a weak pass defense. Okay, that's how. But what I'm saying is, when you're going against twice now, this is Texas this year, Texas last year. That's twice they shut them down. When you're that guy, throughout the history of college football, you just do not have as many stinkers as Jeremiah Smith has. When you're that guy, Travis Hunter was the number 1 player in the entire universe coming into high school, coming into college. He left college as the number 1 player in the universe heading into the NFL. I don't see that from Jeremiah. If y'all see that, I just goddamn, I just don't see it. I don't know. That's the second thought that was on my mind today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident he's going to be really good. I'm not. He's not that. He's a little stiff. He's a little more like DK Metcalf type of guy than like a fluid, dynamic guy like a Jefferson or somebody like that makes crazy catches. So I think he'll be a productive pro receiver. Is he that guy? I guess we'll have to see. But that was a miserable football game. Like that was an absolutely miserable
it did not live up to any of the hype on either side.
I mean, it didn't just not live up to the hype.
It was just a bad game to watch.
It was a bad game by any standard.
Yeah, it was tough.
It was tough to watch.
It was tough to watch. Now they say in football the defense has the advantage early on in the season because the offense needs to catch up and things like that. But yeah, it's just it just wasn't the best game to watch. Now let's get to this because the Manning piece, we'll get to it if we get to it towards the end of the show. But I'm a little more. I think Manning has time to catch on. I never did believe he was like whatever the best quarterback in college football as ESPN was trying to portray. But in any event, I think he'll be fine. Did you have any quick take on that?
It wasn't a great game. Again, he was part of a very bad football game. Nobody in that game enhanced their reputation in any way. Jeremiah, Arch, and nobody on the field looked good. Yeah. That's the type of game it was. Yeah. Now, do you dismiss it to early season? I mean, you've got a ton of football to play. He's got a ton of moments. Both guys do to do something impressive. But nothing impressive happened in week 1 for either one of those guys. But honestly, it was just bad.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I was excited. I was like mildly disappointed that our game was at 12 and not earlier because I did want to see that game. Yeah. And I got home around halftime and 15 minutes into watching, I was like, I don't know, is there soccer on? Who's playing? What's the late afternoon game of soccer?
Yeah. Texas better turn it around because they got this SEC thing coming up here. Now the talk of the town here locally here is that all 3 schools here in the state of Florida, the big 3, if you will, Florida Gators, Miami Hurricanes, Florida State Seminoles, they appear to be back. That's the talk of the town. Florida State gets a huge win over Alabama. You got Miami Hurricanes. They walk out and have a tough win. That was
over Notre Dame.
Over Notre Dame.
Top 10 teams.
That's two top 10 teams. And Florida beats a bad school, a small school or whatever. But there's some hope about that.
They did that in the manner that you're supposed.
As you're supposed to do, 55-0.
You never give them a whiff. You just drill them, beginning to end.
Yeah. Now, you're a FSU alumni. I'm a born and raised Florida Gator fan. Let's start with the Hurricanes. Okay. No, I mean, get those guys out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the whole talk of the Hurricanes is, okay, how invested is Carson Beck in this is in this season? Okay, and how good will he be? That was the talk. And I mean, either one of us, we didn't think that Carson Beck was gonna do anything like spectacular. This season.
I thought it was a clown move to go to UM.
Yeah.
But he had a good first game.
Yeah.
He had a nice first game, and in some critical ways, I thought his play at quarterback was, in simplistic terms, it was better than the Notre Dame's, and that's why they win the game.
Yeah.
When he needed a drive to get points, he made a drive to get points. When Notre Dame had an opportunity to respond, they took a couple sacks, looked discombobulated, and lost.
Yeah.
So I'm still not sold on him as being a really big-time talent, but through week 1, he did his job. It was a close game. He made some throws. He got some help with some great receiving talent. And then, when they needed a drive, he made it. Yeah.
Now, what's that stat? This is the first time that all 3 of the big 3 schools are ranked in the top 15 since like 2006 or something crazy like that. Since 2006 preseason poll. That's the first time they all ranked inside of the top 15. All right. Now, Miami, for me, what's funny about Miami Hurricanes are like, the Gators fans, we go back and forth with Florida State fans all the time. Now, this is not alumni. We're not going at it back and forth with FSU alumni, but just the in-state rivalry between Gators and Florida State, the fans. With the Miami Hurricanes, we kind of feel like bad for them. We feel sorry for them because all they have to really relive on is things that happened before they were actually alive on this earth. So we kind of feel bad for them. Now the Hurricanes, in return, they hate the Gators and the Gators fans so much because they hate to be felt sorry for. They don't want that pity. So they hate the Gators and they root for the Seminoles against the Gators, and Gators, we root for the Hurricanes over the Seminoles. That's just kind of how that in-state rivalry works there. Now, moving over to Florida State, because I think the 2 biggest storylines, for this topic here, are the Florida State Seminoles and Miami Hurricanes. Now, the Florida State Seminoles may be the biggest story because because on a national level, or even here, just on any level, we didn't expect a quick Florida State turnaround from last season. And we had no idea what to expect from your quarterback and from the team. Now, last thing on Miami here, because we know that that guy in Miami, they've been recruiting like very well. They've been inside the top 10, top 15 recruiting classes for several years now. So they have the ancillary pieces. It was like, what is Carson Beck going to do? And the coach because he's such a bad coach in certain moments.
Is
yeah.
The biggest issue with Miami is the coach.
Yes.
I don't think he's a bright guy.
Yeah.
And you can't fix stupid.
And that's still to be determined.
Fired,
yeah.
But it's not to be determined.
Yeah.
He is a liability until he's gone.
Yeah.
Can they be talented enough to overcome him?
Bingo.
Yeah, he ain't winning any high level coaching offs.
No,
that's the reality.
No, the talent will have to
be so much better to overcome his coaching.
Bingo. There you go.
That's what you're looking at as a Miami Hurricane, and I don't think Carson Beck is Cam Ward, but again, remember that defense sucked.
Yeah.
And the other funny thing was anybody, I think, other than the tight end. I think anybody off that offense who got drafted got cut as well. Mm. So that the talent on that Miami team is a little bit overrated.
Okay.
Now this year they had there's the freshman guy,
the freshman receiver.
That now we'll see.
He looks pretty real.
Short, kind of compact built guy.
He had that crazy catch.
That was a different guy, actually.
That was a different guy that had the crazy catch?
Okay. And so I don't know too much about that guy. Maybe he's something too, special. Yeah. So we'll see. But I mean, I'm not overwhelmed with the Miami talent. I think they do have talent, but I don't think it's super elite talent. I don't think there's we're not looking at tons of draftable guys off this team that I see. So we'll see how that plays out. But their biggest Achilles heel is the coach, and that ain't changing until they fire him.
Now moving over to the Seminoles here, so they have the big win. Now moving into talk about the win also, but also moving into week 2 now. What is the Florida State fans' mindset now moving into week 2 after a big win against Alabama?
So I'll start with my mindset. 2-10 last year was as bad a football season as I've ever seen. I mean, that team, virtually in any statistical measure, was one of the worst teams in college football.
Yeah.
And we turned over a big chunk of that roster. But the reality is, in the Mike Norvell era, we've always turned over quite a bit of the roster and used the portal extensively. And so last year there was a feeling of just the team was broken. I mean, not only did we go 2-10, we went 2-10 right after going 13-0. I mean, it made no sense because, for 3-4 years that Norvell was there, you were steadily building this culture thing and everything was positive. And then the bottom fell out in a way that just felt unprecedented. Right. So I didn't read a lot of preseason stuff. I was aware who we brought in and whatever, but I intentionally didn't want to get myself, built up in hope that we were going to do anything. And so I was like, let's just get to Saturday and see where we're at. And my, baseline expectation would be, let's compete for 4 quarters. And I'm not going to be crushed if we lose, but we do so competing. But we came out, gave up a 16-play drive, felt like an absolutely miserable start to the season, and they scored. But then we responded. And then we scored the next 24 points. And then you're looking at the game, and it's like, they're not sacking our quarterback. We have running lanes. We're kind of getting pressure on their guy. After the first drive, they couldn't really run the ball. And the reality was we kicked their ass in the trenches. That's where the game was won. And that's crazy to think about. Our offensive line last year was, it was just diarrhea. Literally. Dudes were just flying through.
Yeah.
And to come back, and then as the game went on and they felt they had a chance to win it. You just saw all the energy that the team had, and you were just literally watching this we're back in 2023. What happened? What happened?
So what happened last year?
What happened last year, and how do you get back to this?
So so now, even more so now, you're all it was because of the fucking committee. I bet you now it's that's what happened.
Well,
last year.
Those people are still marked for death. No, there were other things that happened. You're watching. It was, and I've read multiple articles. Yeah. That the snub like was an absolute gut punch to program culture. It was really, if you listen to Norvell and you're around him, I mean, he's just one of those guys. Put the work in, the rewards will come, And it's like, it's about the work. And like, you did everything you could. You gutted it out with no quarterback for the last 2 games. And then you got screwed. And it just broke the culture of the team. And then, we went into the portal. Apparently, we got a lot of portal guys that were more question marks than production. Guys that appeared to have potential that didn't always come through. And then we had DJU, who just was kind of like a bland guy. And
he's still a backup now, right? No, is he going?
He got cut by the Chargers.
Okay.
I think they brought him to the practice squad.
Who's the backup now? Do you know?
This guy, Brock Glenn.
Okay. So I was way off. Okay.
He ended up playing after DJ got hurt. But like what you saw Saturday, and I'm not here to tell you he's a pro prospect, but Castellanos is like, he conducts himself like that guy. Like he's confident. He made the offseason comments that Alabama doesn't have to save them, and then goes out and plays a game.
He might play his way into being a pro prospect. He's not on the radar now.
5'11", 5'10".
I mean, shit. There's 5 or 6 starting quarterbacks that are shorter than that.
He doesn't throw it that well. I'm not gonna say.
I'm saying. I know, but I said he may play his way into that.
He might.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying right now.
Yeah, no, he might. But like, you had a guy that was leading the team, and DJ, even at the beginning of the year before things totally went south, he's just a very bland personality.
He's different.
Nobody fucked with him like that.
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing. Like after the game, it's like, dude's like, hey, if Tommy says we're going to the moon tomorrow, I'm locking in. Let's go. And just the energy and that. I mean, again, other guys stepped up and had good games, and you had a lot of transfer guys step up and make plays, which you need to do. But everything was there to be a good football team. You were good in the trenches. You ran the ball. You had explosive plays in the running game, and then defensively, you were kind of tough all day.
Yeah.
Wasn't perfect, but you were tough all day.
Yeah.
And we had 3 4th down stops. 2 of them were tackles inches in front of the chains.
No, exactly. Now, how many more performances you have to see like that before you're like, okay, we're in this ACC thing now? Like, we're in the heat of it. How many more games like that you need to see?
It doesn't work like that.
No?
The next 2 opponents are pretty weak.
Yeah.
Like, so basically what you want to see is like, just comprehensive control wins, 45-10, those types of things.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play, I think we're playing like East Texas A&M this week. Like, who the fuck are those guys?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to have a 28-17 game against them, after what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see 2 games, and then we play Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Miami on October 4th. So that's what it is. Like, it looks like if you're anything, you're going to be 4-0 going into the Miami game. If this isn't a fluke. And then you play that game at home. I'm comfortable playing those guys.
Okay.
Like, then if you win that, you're in the mix.
Now you're in the mix.
I mean, the reality is this: we're already 14.
Yeah.
So
that's what. Yeah, that's the thing. From 2-10 to 14. You're in the mix now. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
Now you just have to play football.
Yeah, you go play week to week, and I mean, I like that. Like, I mean, like he said this week, he's like, we partied hard Saturday night, but Sunday we were back at work. And that's it. That's his mentality. Like, I like Norvell. I like a lot of what he does, and I couldn't figure last year out.
Yeah,
I could not.
No, I saw you. I saw you with the puzzle.
It just seemed it was just so weird.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of back. He's got a hold of the team now. There, and again, and again, if you're gonna put the work in for the result, you did that. Whatever you did in the spring, whatever you did in the fall to camp, you got this result. Now it's got to roll. It's got to roll.
Now Kobe says, from what he sees, first of all, he apologizes. He said
I saw that.
He said days ago he has apologized to Pink and FSU. Forgot how brilliant Malzahn is with an elite athlete at quarterback. And then he says FSU is better than Clemson. Georgia Tech could be a challenge. UM game will be good. They're going playoffs without injuries. Wow.
I don't think we play Tech in the regular season. So we'll
potential ACC championship. That's way down the line, right? If that happens.
If it happens, it happens. You just take it week to week.
Yeah, week to week.
And that's the narrative. Okay, you have this big win, so all this cool stuff happens. You're in the top 25. Everybody's talking about you. You just keep winning. You
Yeah.
do your job the next 2 weeks. You go to Virginia. You beat Miami at home. Well, I'm going to the Pitt game after that.
Okay.
And then it's just
It's at Florida State.
at Florida State
Okay.
on the 11th
Okay.
of October. Just go win the games, man.
Okay.
Just
You'll
stop
be in Tally. I'll be in Miami.
Okay. Hopefully Noah will be at the GM.
Hopefully so. Now, quickly on the Florida Gator side before we leave this topic here. We played LIU. Here's my takeaway from the game and then moving forward. My takeaway from the game is I honestly I'm really impressed with the defense. I'm still not impressed with Billy Napier in this fucking offense. It's just so frustrating to watch sometimes. He's back to his old tricks. And I watched Cam Newton talk. He was on ESPN on one of those shows. And he was talking about the Alabama FSU game. And he was saying how SEC teams, they got to stop hiring these coaches with no SEC pedigree. You know what I mean? Because it's a different, it requires a different level than all of these other, because, and I feel Billy Napier fits this same thing that how do you pronounce this guy's name? DeBoer or whatever. Yeah, he's going to be without a job soon. So I won't have to pronounce that name much longer. But it's like, in the SEC, when you really think about it, how many big time quarterbacks actually come out of the SEC? Like, and just over like a span of time and really produce at a high level in NFL. Like the SEC is one in the fucking trenches. Like you have to have the best guys in the trenches. That's where it is won. It's not one. And I come in with and he got me like, oh yeah, we got the number one quarterback this year and the number one quarterback coming the next year. I'm like, when has Florida ever done that? We just haven't. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why Alabama hasn't and fucking Georgia hasn't, and you know what I mean? And besides, some outliers in there. But what I'm saying is, for the most part, the SEC is trench work, and it's not about these bells and whistles and the quarterback and these 3-yard bubble screens and this fuckery and all of this foolishness. Just play and get vertical and play the fucking game and stop fooling around.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I understand traditionally the SEC, the difference has always been the trenches. And I know, like, when Florida State, when Jimbo was with us, he was like, we have to have SEC roster to win if we really want to win anything. And what he was referring to is the trench rows. So I agree 100%. The trenches are huge, but I'm not prepared to shit on SEC quarterbacking, because you have had some pretty good guys come through there that have been difference makers. I mean, Jaden Daniels is rising star now. You had Alabama had the run with Tua and Jalen and even Mac Jones. You've had
those guys. Nobody likes those guys.
Joe Burrow.
You got Joe. You got some outliers. Joe is the outlier that I thought of. I mean, I'm talking over a course of 100 college football years. But I'm saying
guys aren't that old. They're active NFL players.
Huh? Nobody likes Tua. Nobody likes Jalen. Nobody likes
Jalen.
Nobody likes Jalen but me. I'm the only guy who likes Jalen Hurts in the entire universe. Me and Eagles fans.
That's a gross over.
Nobody else like Cam Newton doesn't like him, and he's an SEC quarterback.
That's a gross over. You know who else was an SEC quarterback? The great Dak Prescott.
Yeah. You're making my point.
Jackson Dart. People are high on Jackson.
I'm a little just off preseason. I'm a little high on Jackson, but Jackson didn't have the best college season. The career. You know what I mean. But we'll definitely see. But USF. One thing I will say. I say take USF plus the points this week. USF is a tricky school, 17.5.
Really?
They just beat Boise State.
Yeah, I saw that.
A ranked team. That quarterback that they have will be drafted in the NFL. He's a real guy. Take the points. I still expect Florida to win, but take the fucking points.
How disappointed would you be if they take the win?
I'll be in Gainesville the next morning, helping Billy pack up.
I thought you were going to bring some violence. You're just going
No
You're just going to bring a
violence.
U-Haul.
No violence. Just driving the U-Haul. Just doing my part, Gator Nation. Okay. That's all. Just doing my part.
That's funny.
I'll drive.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
So you just you think that Napier's offense is kind of too soft?
It's way too soft.
I haven't watched you guys enough. Honestly.
Way too soft. Our top receiver, who's one of the top in the nation, is Eugene Wilson at -4 yards. Why? Because it's 18,000 bubble
But the
screens
guy
he
from
has to
Jones
catch.
had the great catch.
Yeah, Vernell. Yeah. That's my cousin, Vernell Brown. It's not my cousin, but it's my cousin because he got the same last name. And from similar city.
Bubba's trying to upgrade the gene pool.
Well, I'm trying to make the family reunion a little more, a little more popping. You know what I mean? Got Kobe in here commenting. Where we get Vernell Brown at the family reunion, Kobe. But yeah. But we'll see how that goes. USF, I'll be watching. Can't lose that game, but it should be a good game. All right. Once again, you're still on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, my sports, music, and mayhem. We're available on all all podcast streaming platforms, including on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Tyece, it's almost like it's like a reveal coming in. She's gonna come in and say if it's her baby or not or something or whatever.
Come on in.
Come on in. You can
You
sit
doing
right
all
here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I put these on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God, my hair.
Work with the hair.
Yeah.
Good.
How you doing here today?
Good.
You had a nice drive in?
Yeah. I've been here before.
Oh, okay.
I think this recording part, I don't know. It was a long time ago.
They
Changed a
changed-
little bit of the layout.
Yeah,
had
they
the kind of
changed things around.
Engineering stuff was over here, and we were in
okay.
that other thing.
Okay.
So they changed it up a bit.
Yeah. So Tyece is an artist, a social media skit maker, all of that good stuff. We're going to get into a lot of that stuff, but first I wanted to get through some trending topics. Get your takes on some of these. All right.
Okay.
First up is PJ. I'm going to play this video.
You looked hard up that way. You got me to bite.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked up, I'm like, wait, what's going on?
I was thinking in my head which one I was going to go with first. So first, and I did leave something out, but that's okay. First is PJ Washington, okay? And what's the girl's name? Brittany, is it Renner?
Renner, yeah.
Yeah, Brittany Renner. Are you familiar with Brittany Renner?
Yeah.
Okay. So Brittany Renner is
you know your sluts.
she's the baby mama of PJ, and this video went viral here the other day. I'm going to play it here. Hold on. I put the audio too low, didn't I? Oh,
I saw
no.
it.
I muted it. Oh, damn.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Apparently, there's another woman in the car too.
Yeah, his current
Yeah.
girl.
No, it's not that at all.
It don't show.
Was she caught off guard then when she went out to the car? She thought she was bitching.
Yeah.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would. Pussy ass
Hey, you wish
bitch.
I would.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at? Get
Well, that's
your
the- that's-
bitch ass out my driveway, ho. Fuck you.
You don't pay
Yeah, I'm
for
finna
shit
tell
either.
you. I'm finna tell you.
$170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that bitch. Get out the car. Get out.
This is like so much foolishness. Now, the person over the phone, guess who it is? It's her mom. And that's who he's talking to when he says suck my dick. Like he's talking to the mama
mom.
because the mom is the one that's really going off. Like,
Oh, okay.
so Brittany, she walks out and she's like, "Oh, he doesn't like when he. That's why you need to show up more and be here more." And then the mom takes over the rest of the video. She's like, whatever. Do you even have a dick? Or da, da, da. That's her. That's the mom talking.
Ask your daughter. She took it balls deep.
She don't even. She's just so fuck. She just don't even need to be there. Like, why is she?
Because the apple didn't fall from the tree.
Yeah, that got to be what that is.
That is. If you like, okay, if that's how your mom behaves, you don't have a great chance to become anything better than that. That's just facts. Like, what do you think her childhood was like? Why do you think she became a whore? Like, think about this. These are, there's kind of a linear truth to what we're looking at. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just when you act out and that's your mentality, that's what you show your kid.
Yeah.
And then when they become older, like, they either, get exposed to something else and kind of repudiate what you're about, or they perpetuate the cycle.
Now, when you see this, even though you're not a sports fan, but you know of like Brittany. So like when you see stuff like this, what are you thinking? Like,
I did think she was crazy. I just felt bad because like I think in the beginning he really wanted to be with her, but she just was like a money grabber. She just wanted his money, so like she just broke up with him after the baby or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was just so weird because like, why didn't she want like a man to be with her? And her raise the kid together. So that was just weird to me.
Plus, she's getting up there.
She's just the whole Kevin Gates thing was funny.
What was that? What happened with Kevin Gates?
She was a Muslim or something.
Oh yeah. And she said something about she had to take it off to be she doesn't fit out. She doesn't fit in. She fit out. Something. She made a comment because she wanted to go.
That's the LeBron. Kevin fit out, fit in.
It was something along those lines because it was she had to wear the it's called something, right? And she didn't want to wear it.
The Muslim headwear.
Yeah. And
she wore it to be with him. She had to be with him or to sleep with him. And then I guess when they broke up, she took it off.
Yeah, like that.
Something like that.
To the surprise of no one. I mean, she's been run through by so many ballers. She's quoting them. That's crazy.
I mean,
okay? Think about this. That's the girl that Dion bought to Jackson
to tell the players.
And then we look at where Travis is.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a small chance that the Travis thing is real though.
Mm-hmm.
It's still toxic.
It's
real
still
not.
Yeah, it's still toxic, but it might be real.
She's crazy
love.
as a loon.
Yeah.
And he's a damn fool if he loves her.
Yeah.
Dang. Shit. Golly, you're harsh on here.
Oh, I just don't like stupidity. Like
this is class A stupidity.
But I guess we don't have stories of people acting right. Like it's not a story if two people are actually getting along, treating each other right, and having no drama with their kid. Like that doesn't make trending stories. So like
how?
But I'm here for that if it exists.
How bad of a life though is it for women like Brittany? Like to make that a career, if you will.
Like just going in and having like athletes' babies.
Yeah.
You asking me? Is it hard?
Not is it hard, but just like
it probably needs to be hard to start.
But like, is it that bad? I guess I'm trying to say.
Is it a bad decision? Is what
yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like, what are you trying to? I mean, she's trying to get money out of it
and not have to work.
Yeah,
she don't got to work no more for the rest of her life.
So then why is she still causing problems? She want more money? Like what is it?
Yeah, that's you hear the mama. The baby only got $11,000 in his bank account.
They trying to live.
That guy looks like he's about 1 year old. I know I didn't have 11 grand in my account.
I would love that.
I mean, I'm 54 years old. I finally got 11 grand in my account.
What's funny is today or yesterday, PJ just signed like a massive deal.
Yeah.
With
that's
with the
probably
team.
why this happened.
Yeah.
She knew
it was coming.
If you look at Kanye said this in the Gold Digger song, if you get knocked up by an athlete, you get 18 years of money, and so if you look at it that way, there's nothing wrong with it. It's probably not a bad gig. It's what you make it.
Yeah.
If you get knocked up by an athlete and have a kid, you have a steady income during the 18 years the kid is there. You probably don't have to work. You get to whatever. And, genetically, he might be another pro himself. So, you're not.
Might get to retire.
Yeah, you're not getting a kid with, Jack Black. I mean, they might have athletic ability.
Yeah.
So, it's not that. But if you want to be this type of person who's just constantly pushing and arguing and fighting and this and that, you know, then you're going to make it a very traumatic life for yourself. And the reality is for that kid. Like, the kid's right there. You know, I know he's really small. He might not remember this. Hopefully he doesn't. But, like, this is just kind of crazy behavior. For what?
Yeah.
You know, 11 grand's better than 0. You
Facts.
know? And you're probably under some child support order, and you're going to get another check next month. So chill out. But there wasn't a backstory that like that car was like super expensive and either the new girl paid for it or something.
She bought him a car.
I thought that was something
I don't know
like
if she
that.
bought him that one, but she bought him a new car the next day after this.
Oh, after to make him feel better. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Was it with his money or her money?
Maybe it's her allowance she saved.
Her allowance.
He's like, it's coming back to me. It's coming back.
I don't know.
But okay, but yeah, I'm just not in favor of these things. Again, if you had the choice to have a kid with an athlete and you're not going to have like a future genuine relationship with them, good for you. You're going to have a check, do the best with it, and just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, that's the
I
least
just
you
didn't
can
like
do.
the filming of it. Like, the baby was just crying. There's nothing wrong with the whiny baby. He's
And
probably
why
spoiled.
are you filming that? Like,
Yeah.
you could have that same argument with no film.
Yeah, they just
like-
probably want to use it maybe to go to court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to paint the picture that he's never there to like get him and do stuff and pick him up. So that's the baby's not familiar with him. That's
Yeah.
the reason for it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna do this, film this every time. And it's like, well, if you're doing it every time, that means he is coming by to
Quite
get him.
frequently.
You know what I mean? It's not.
Exactly.
It's also a lesson for him. Like, why pick her? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely. Yeah. I mean, he
I know he's like, he got a headache.
he deserves every bit of this headache he's
The
getting.
narrative, though, when this relationship first occurred, for whatever it was, is that he kind of got like he was an unsophisticated guy who kind of got duped right out of college.
Cause she's older, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause he had to been like whatever 19, 20 at that time.
Yeah, she is older than him.
And
Yeah, for sure.
she's what, like 40, early 40s, right?
Is she that old?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Did she ever do porn?
No.
No. Okay.
Not that's been released.
Bro.
Come on, you're telling me nobody's got a video of action with her?
No, I'm pretty sure it would have been out. We would have seen
Yeah,
it.
fair point.
Fair point. Yeah,
You
definitely.
would have seen that already.
Hey, you know your way around porn.
I'll click on a Brittany Ren porn video.
Would you?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
I'll click
protesting
on
now.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm protesting now.
No.
What do you mean? Like you
She
don't?
said crazy loon, man. I'm not supporting her.
If she's crazy now, she might be crazy. You know?
Nah, I don't work that way.
Okay.
That's just toxic. I think she probably
Yeah.
has sex with a sense of entitlement. It's probably like a starfish all-star.
That's crazy.
It's true though.
Yeah. You're making a good point.
Maybe earlier in her career before she got a rep.
No.
Now you're just. This is like
I've
just.
never known of her until she started dating him.
Oh, nah, her name was around. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been. Out
She,
there for a bit.
a few,
Yeah.
athletes or
Like
entertainers.
if you
a
catch
couple.
her early in her prime, that's one thing. Now you're just getting like she's just mailing it in.
Well, she should have just stayed with them then. Should have just married that one.
Yeah.
Just played it.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah. I wonder what's in it for that. Like, well, a lot of times too. I mean, it's the athlete or the entertainer that's moving on. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And, because whatever. And number two, it might be just enough of her shit. Like, I don't have to deal with this. I'm a fucking trillionaire. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a high value man.
Yeah. Us high value men. We don't have time for that.
Didn't see how Bubba put himself in
High
that?
value, but he chose Brittany.
I know, it was a bad call.
Exactly. Let's move it along here.
All right. What's next?
This is quick. I thought this was interesting here. All right, so you got Kim Kardashian.
Ooh, I love her.
Oh, you love Kim.
I just love her work ethic.
Okay.
All right. Well, she was with Kai Cenat, and she says, I don't believe in homework. Kids are in school for 8 hours a day. When they come home, they need to do sports, have a life, spend time with their family. Homework should be left for school.
I could not agree more.
I agree. But some kids need it. I feel like homework should be for the kids who are very struggling. Because sometimes at home they don't have like a structure. And some kids can't like read at certain ages where they're supposed to be reading and stuff like that. So I feel like for those kids, they maybe need extra.
I always looked at homework as an invasion of my time when I was a kid. And I would, if you gave me homework in your class, I'm doing that in the class.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing a book home. That was my big thing in school was I'm not bringing my book home at all. It stays in the locker. Because exactly for the reason, like, you guys have me from whatever, 7 to 3 o'clock or whatever the school hours are. Mm-hmm. It's like I own the rest of the time to do life things. If I'm going to play a sport, if I'm going to go hang out with the kids in my neighborhood, whatever, I'm going to go do stuff that matters to me. And you're going to learn through that. You don't learn everything in the classroom. And I'm very passionate and big on what she's saying. Kids need opportunity to go do things. But you take a small kid, they're in the classroom multiple hours for the day, and then they've got an hour, 2 hours of homework, like, to be done that night. Like, what are you doing?
See, I fully disagree. I'm on the other side of this.
You're crazy.
I can't be crazy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a sane person.
I barely believe in school. I barely believe in school.
See, that's nuts.
It's not nuts.
But listen, it's not only do some kids need it, I do think that all kids need it. First of all, it's not like some extensive grueling thing where it's like 10 hours at home. I mean, like you said, it's an hour or two extra at home. Like you hear this thing where, like, to learn a new skill or whatever, it takes like a certain amount of like hours.
The 10,000 hour theory.
Yeah, the 10,000 hours theory.
Right.
But with school, like, you're in a particular grade at each time, right? You take a grade at a time, and you have all these different subjects in your grade, and you have to pass them to get to the next grade, right? Well, it's not every student is going to be like great in every subject, right? So, like, yes, if you're a student that excels in every subject, maybe homework is not for you, right? And maybe you are smart enough and you're quick enough, you can do it in school, something like you did. But there are so many kids that can benefit from having work at home. Also, it's one teacher to whatever, and you're a public school, 20 to 30 kids? They can't individually get with each student. You give them homework to go home. It's supposed to be the parents become a quasi-moto teacher.
Which is a terrible burden on parents.
Yeah, a burden. It's your child. Don't lay down and have sex if you don't want to teach them 3 + 8.
That's the school's job. You got 6-7 hours to get 3 + 8 done, pal.
Well, you want higher taxes so they can have 4 to 5 teachers per each classroom?
I think that's a cop out. Absolutely not. I think you can learn in school, and as a parent, what I have to teach you is not your goddamn homework. Like, there's other things we're gonna do,
the life
as
stuff.
a parent and child, the life stuff, and that's the thing. And I'm gonna have conversations with kids, and I'm gonna, we're gonna go do different things. Like, I don't want our collective time now. It's not just you wasting my son's extra hour or two. Now I got to get involved, and now you're wasting an hour or two of mine. And I've been working since 6 in the morning.
You tired now? You gotta help.
I'm tired. I gotta go to the gym. I got stuff to do.
Math.
We have sports to do.
Projects.
Like, this is crazy. Yeah, some dumb project in math. Like, get this shit done. Like, this is crazy. And how much stuff you learn in school do you actually use?
Ebony says homework should be banned. Am I alone on this?
You're way off base. Way off base.
Sometimes it's too much homework.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just too much. It don't make no sense.
Because you're not learning. Like, it's homework. No. Like I'm saying, like, you're learning when you're in the class and you're looking at whatever. Then when you go home, you're just like trying to plow through this crap because you got other stuff to do. You're not engaged.
Sports.
Here's the other thing, and it's not just sports. And I'm a huge sports person, but what you want the non-school hours to be for your kid is when they engage in things that matter to them. And, like, I have a son who's a musician. And, that started for him in middle school, and it grew from there. And, like, so when he's in middle school and high school, he's home and nobody's telling him you have music homework, but he's playing music. He's doing things that are passionate to him. And you don't want to take those hours away with repeating crap that we did before 3 o'clock today. Like, I do not believe in it. Once in a while, I get, like, maybe a project, maybe something that's not going to be done in the classroom setting or can't be done as well. But forget this. Just, we're given homework because that's what we do. That's imbecilic. You got to give the kids the opportunity to do what they do. And I'm not big. I had a fight with the middle school people with Bryson. They were like, he took music. He played in the band, and then they had something that had to happen on a Saturday. And like apparently if he didn't do it, he would fail music. And I said, we do soccer. Like that's what we're doing. Like we're soccer people. Well, this is just a little thing to add culture. Like, it's not, you know, you don't, he's not Beethoven. He might be something else. And I stood on that. I'm like, this is not what we're doing. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, you're a singer. Mm-hmm. Like you needed hours and time to invest your curiosity and train that part of you. Mm-hmm. That's not going to be, you know, classroom nonsense and homework.
Yeah. All right. When I put this out, I'm gonna ask.
I don't often agree with her. But
I need one or two other people on my side here. That's tough. Yeah.
That's a lot of homework.
Bubba don't have kids. He hasn't been through this like in real life.
No.
Like you.
I remember just trying to get it done, just to get out the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not like at its best. It's just something you have to get done.
Yeah.
Just so that nobody's going to harass you tomorrow. You're not really like, you know, that the 10,000 hour theory, that's Malcolm Gladwell. I'm very well versed in that. But like the 10,000 hours it's not just 10,000 hours, it's 10,000 hours of dedicated practice. And dedicated practice is like hard practice when you're pushing your abilities, what you can do, what you can't do, and getting out there and figuring it out. It's not just going through a couple worksheets in 45 minutes because somebody said you had to do it. That's not engagement. Like that's just not it at all. You know, the other thing I'll say, like my journey in reading, like when I was in school up through high school, I didn't read any books, like 0 books. If I got a book assignment, I'd maybe ask somebody what it was about and bullshit the rest. That's what I did. That was real. When I got to college, I was in the library, which was pretty rare, and I was just walking around, and I found a book on Sonny Liston, the heavyweight champion that Muhammad Ali beat, and I started reading it, and then I read The Godfather after that. And for my college, I read books like a madman, but none that were assigned in any class.
It'd be boring.
It's terrible. It's not something I wanted to read. Like there is a thing, like we're all wired a little different. And when you have like just books, like you can't just assign books to people and make them read it. It's like you got to engage where they are and find a book that might fit them. And then if you get a person reading, it's like a momentum. They'll go find the next thing.
Right.
It may not be what you suggest to them. Now, sometimes when somebody becomes kind of a well-versed reader, they may actually be more open to say, hey, you should check out this book. I'd recommend it. And maybe, you know, they're already plowed through a book or two a week. No problem. I'll just put it in rotation and do it, you know. And I say that also simultaneously believing that I do think that there are certain books that every person should read just to be a person. You know, and that would be like the autobiography of Malcolm X. If you haven't read that, you're really not a person. You're not.
I haven't read it.
Well, you got some work in front of y'all.
So I'm an alien?
You're subhuman. I'm telling you, certain stuff you got.
I feel like I watched enough on
You watched
YouTube.
the movie.
Yeah.
About him.
My boy Denzel did a good enough job.
Denzel's got me. No, I'm telling you,
Not gonna let me down.
Reading is a different experience, and I know it's trending away from reading because so much content's available in other formats. But the process of reading, it requires a certain level of immersion that you don't get when you just kind of take in things other ways.
No, I do have a great book that I read that I'll never forget. And I haven't read like many books in my adult years.
Penthouse Letters?
No, it's called The 5 People You Meet When You Go to Heaven.
Okay.
It's not like a religious book.
What's that dude who wrote it?
He
used to be
they ended up making a movie too. Yes, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Mitch Albom.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't like him though.
Nah.
Have you read any books at all?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I can't even remember.
Please
but
put
like
on the spot.
they're more fantasy. Like I'm into like nonfiction, like werewolves, vampires.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I like.
What was that thing
animated
back
stuff.
in the day? Twilight? Were you a
Yeah.
Twilight person?
Okay.
No? Had vampires.
The
and stuff.
movies. I never had a chance to read the book, but I'm glad because
you had a chance, you just didn't take it.
it was horrible.
Are you old enough for like Zane?
Yeah, I guess. What is that?
No, you're not. That means you're not.
I mean,
there was one after Zane too. I can't remember, but they were erotic books.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. That's the author's name. But
Do you enjoy erotic literature in general?
I don't know what you guys talking about.
erotic, like sexual.
Sex stories.
Yeah, they'd be like, like basically like sex stories, basically.
sex stories.
Okay,
That's basically
yes.
what they are. That's basically what they are.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
mini
but
sex
it's
stories
more
piled
like
into a book.
it's more like with vampires, werewolves, and like
Really?
witches type. of-
Okay.
You're more of a bestiality girl.
I didn't want to say it. Yeah.
This is
Hey.
a judgment-free zone. here.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Get that
we
dog
live,
out-
ain't we?
Get that dog to a safe place.
We're live. Oh my God, people are watching. Hi. I had a question for you.
Yes, please.
Oh my God, I'm nervous. So, what does FBGM mean to you?
Fuck bitches, get money. Yeah. Nah.
I was supposed to ask you.
Kamar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
me on the way
God,
over.
brother.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's been on the show before, actually.
And Cornelius did too. He
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, bro, what am I saying? This is not no, like.
What did you see that at?
That was our when I
Team
coached
two?
Kamar and at Oviedo JV, we had 10 really good players, and I basically broke them up into Team 1, Team 2. Kamar was on Team 2. He was kind of their spiritual leader, along with Whip, and they that whole team.
Whoop, that was at the game?
No, different guy. Whenever we would break a huddle, it would be with "fuck bitches, get money." And
He
so,
told me to
yeah.
So that's you. So that because remember that was in that fantasy thing a while back with John. I just never even thought to ask about the FBGM.
yeah.
But that was like a part of the fantasy team.
Yes,
the
for
thing.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was good.
y'all can continue.
I didn't even know what that meant.
No, I'm glad you brought that
So
up.
yeah,
Me
I'm
either.
glad you asked.
The funny thing.
I found out today.
What's that?
I found out today.
Okay.
Me too.
One of the good stories though was we're in the locker room, and one of the varsity assistant coaches, this guy Ray, which is a really funny guy, he kind of walks in as we're breaking up after winning, and it's like, fuck bitches, get money. And he's like, what? Like, and I go, yeah, fuck bitches, get money. Usually you got to get the money. It's way easier to fuck the bitches. And I walk right past him. And he was just like, what just happened?
Funny.
Let's roll through a couple more quick ones here, man. In Atlanta, a 16-year-old, right, was fatally shot in his own home after his mom's boyfriend mistaken him for a burglar. Mistook him for a burglar. All right, that's a tough situation. So you got the basically stepdaddy or boyfriend, not even like it's not he's not in the house. Yeah.
That's a wild one. Again, you know my position on the Second Amendment. He shouldn't have had a gun to begin with. This is a really unfortunate.
Damn, I forgot
tragedy.
who shot who again.
The boyfriend shot the son,
the
woman's son.
How was he getting in the house? Was he
No,
crawling through
the
the window or something?
Oh, that's what you're saying. No, he came through the door. But it was like late night, and the piece of the story that's missing for me is I wonder, and it wouldn't make a huge difference, but I wondered that she like, hey, I'm scared. Go check what's going on.
Oh, she need to go check move.
Yeah,
But again, you're a mom. Like you have a son who's 16. Most moms in that situation, they don't really sleep good when their teenage kids are out. It's hard to imagine she would be like.
Yeah, because
that
I
would be the
always
case.
got caught sneaking in, sneaking out. My mom was like, she was up. She'll lock the window.
That's what I'm saying. When I got back from college, first semester of holiday, I remember my mom was like, I was going out with my friend. She's like, well, what time are you gonna be home? And she goes, what time are you gonna be home? Because I don't sleep until you get home. And I said, Mom, unless you've been awake for the last 4 months, I'll be home when I want.
That was cute.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack here. I mean, I think again, why is this guy got a gun? Why is he firing first and asking questions later? Again, if he's with this woman consistently and knows the son or whatever and is sleeping at the house, it's like you also know, the teenage son is not at home when we're going to bed. Like he's probably going to come in later. Like, that'd be one of those things that'd be like, where, you hear a noise, you go, hey, whatever his name is, like, is that you?
Yeah.
Like what type, before you get to shooting.
It's an accident, but do you still lock him up, throw away the key?
Yeah.
He's dead?
The kid is
boy
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
boy's dead.
nah.
yeah, no, that's. Well, I mean, it's. it's maybe not premeditated. It's probably second-degree murder. Heat of the moment. That's what you got.
What's that? 10 to 15?
I mean, I hope more. Seems pretty light to me. You know.
Pretty light.
Yeah. I mean,
That's tough, man.
it's not tough, man. You are in your girlfriend's house with your
shooting.
gun,
Yeah.
and you're shooting her son.
You know
like,
that-
what's
yeah.
tough about that?
Yeah.
I mean, if the son is like, you know, if you got facts like the son is like a violent, badass kid, he'd been kicked out of the house, he's coming back unsuspectingly in the middle of the night to like do who knows what, and he's actually the problem, like then we're in a different situation. Maybe it's self-defense or something like that. But that's not the way the story's reading for us.
They got this.
Maybe he just wanted to eliminate the son because he's getting in the way of his relationship with the girl.
I thought about that, but I didn't want to say it because it's a little. It's a little out there.
Then we're premeditated. It ain't that far.
Yeah.
When you're shooting kids in the house,
Yeah.
nothing's that far
It's
away,
nothing that far away.
including hell.
But it's this weird fucking thing, in like, in the hood, in the mentality of like when you go into a woman's house, you bring your gun, you sit it on the dresser, and you know, and whatever, you do your thing. But it's just like, but when you really, because one day I was really like thinking about it, because it's in like all these songs and all these conversations, like, well, why do you need to take a gun? I know they're thinking like, because it was this guy from Orlando, right?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, from Orlando. He went out of town though. That's the piece that's missing. He went out of town to Houston, right? This other guy that I'm talking about, completely different story. He went to Houston, okay, guy from Orlando, and with this chick that he hasn't even dated or seen a bunch of times, went to her house, and then that girl's ex-boyfriend, current boyfriend, whatever it is, just walked in the house and shot him.
That was a rapper, right?
He was like a DJ. He was big in the Orlando community, though.
But that's exactly why
He was in
you
the music.
would do that.
Yeah.
If you're a gun person and you're going to go play a road game at the girl's house,
Yeah.
like you don't know what she's got going on.
Right.
You don't know what type of maybe husband, boyfriend,
Yeah.
ex that's, you know, not all there is there. Like that's why that happens.
But
I
that's not
understand
that's not this situation.
Yeah.
They're not telling us it. I mean, the facts
What
we have is that's not that.
what we know that they're in a relationship.
Right, yeah.
And you know, and he's not from out of town. He's from there. He's from Atlanta. All three people are from Atlanta. So that's why I think the stories are different. Like you said, like if that guy had a gun, the guy from Orlando, if he had a gun, you know, and maybe he's still alive, maybe he isn't. But that's just different than a guy who's, you know, he's in the same city, in a relationship.
The only other thing that, and again, we don't know, there's nothing to tell us this, but like, if the dude had an issue with the kid, and the kid's dad was now pissed at, not because you're smashing my ex, but because you're
got a problem with
treating my
son,
son some kind of way. Like if something like that had
Couldn't
happened.
be with someone like that.
Like who?
Being like a guy, like you noticing weird behaviors towards your kid from
Oh
your
yeah,
boyfriend.
for sure.
I couldn't.
Yeah, anybody's weird with the kids, they gotta be cut off.
Yeah.
But some women, they keep hold of them.
Because they want the man more than.
Yeah, and they don't want to be alone. I think it's more so that they don't want to be alone than even that they like the man that much.
Oh, my space. I had so much fun. I mean, I want to get married too. One day.
Yeah. But you're saying you don't
enjoy. Like,
you don't have
taking
like this
myself out.
super need to just have somebody in your life all the time. If it's not there, you're not forcing it.
No, I think
I'm not gonna force anything. No, I want it to happen.
I think
naturally.
it's really healthy. I think people that make decisions about partners based on this thing to not be alone usually put themselves in a difficult position.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's really healthy to be able to be alone and be okay with that.
But see, you're still young too. But see, a lot of women, they get to
The window closes.
you know what I mean? when they feel the game is in the fourth quarter, you know, they they feel like I don't want to die alone, and and don't let them not have any kids. That makes
you lonely.
Yeah, makes them lonelier. So it's like, I you know, I'm not a woman, so I don't understand, but pretend.
Pretend to be a girl.
But I do hear those type of arguments. So you know, I guess you know.
I hope I don't feel that way. Ew.
You don't want to. So, nah, you don't
Yeah,
want to.
I have so many
Do your
siblings.
best
I have
not
so
to.
many cousins. I have so many family. Like we just be hanging out. We do stuff together. We call each other. We just do stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, at the end of the day, you want to gravitate toward a partner that you just genuinely enjoy being
I
around.
do, yeah.
And not because it's to fill this need that you're experiencing.
But not someone that just disturbs your peace.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I was like, this ain't a relationship, bro. Like, what?
That's
We
it.
always argue.
Kobe says nothing better than a fourth quarter woman. They get desperate.
I guess Kobe's out there trying to find out how desperate.
All of a sudden, those requirements come down.
They come falling down like the Berlin Wall.
Oh,
Sometimes
man.
some extra holes open too.
Oh my gosh.
But you know I'm right.
Well,
Hopefully, if that ever happens, I just hit the lottery out of nowhere.
Did you get your Powerball ticket tonight?
No, I never played.
You should. It's 1.4 billion.
Might
That's
as well play.
game-changing money
Just-
right there.
Just go buy a ticket, right?
Heck yeah.
Or pick numbers. Like it's like 8
You
numbers.
can do the quick pick. The computer picks it for you. It's like
Okay.
$2 a play.
$2.
yeah.
They
I'm
say
in.
it becomes addicting once you start.
I think that people get more addicted to like the scratch offs.
Oh, okay.
That's like
I've never
people
played.
really fall for that.
think
Don't
I
start with the scratch offs.
I don't want to. I'm
Nah,
gonna go for
nah,
the
nah.
Powerball.
But yeah,
Go big or go home.
The power, yeah, that's exactly.
And it's just a couple
I'm
dollars.
gonna play tomorrow.
The problem with the scratch offs is different amounts. So you start off with the $5 ones and you're like, well, I might have better luck if I start using the $10.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
when
you go up to the 20.
That's
then they
where
got
the
25.
addiction part kicks
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like
yeah.
just the whole thing of the
And I
scratching.
hate when I'm trying to get gas in the store.
And people are
somebody's getting.
and
hate
they're
it.
so particular. They'll be like, I want the green one, the third down, and then I want that one over there. Like, and it's just like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, just get a real job.
Be looking.
Get on OnlyFans.
They be
Like,
looking
come on.
dirty.
Oh, they fat.
It's more honest.
I got one more here.
Okay.
And that comes from Druski here.
Oh my god, watch this.
So Druski is receiving backlash for his recent Whiteface skit portraying a NASCAR fan. Now, what's interesting, this is not his first time doing it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's funny. It's weird getting the backlash. There was a couple of comments on there too. Oh, he needs to be banned. This needs to be taken down. All that stuff.
But has he done the white redneck before? I know he did the white dude who comes
Who's
from
in the hood. And then he did the he did like the white dude that was damn, what's the other one? Me
Talking about the kids at the camp.
he didn't go whiteface
he
on that
didn't,
one
he
though.
didn't.
He went whiteface 3 times. But I understand what you're saying. The redneck ones, you saying that may have been the one that struck the chord.
That strikes the chord.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. Because honestly, like the average redneck is not digesting him playing the white guy from the hood.
Yeah, anyway.
It's not
That's
hitting-
not
it's
even
not-
going. It's
not
not even touching the
hitting the top.
algorithm. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's like white. Where's the
Oh,
Klan?
the Alabama one is what I'm talking about. Is that kind of?
No, he wasn't. But he wasn't. He was
Okay.
himself.
Yeah.
He just had an old Alabama fan.
There you go,
He-
bingo.
there
I
would
see what
be-
you're
he'd be
saying.
like all the.
I see what you're saying.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. That was his big.
So the
slogan.
white YN might be the only other time he went whiteface.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And again, that's not going to
That's
get on
not-
the radar.
that's not gonna get the
of-
radar.
Of, you
This
know,
one
the real
acting
white people.
crazy and wild, chewing tobacco.
He snapped, man.
Yeah.
I wonder whose wife he had sitting on his lap, smoking a cigarette.
I don't know.
I know that's someone's wife.
She was single. You think she was a wife? though?
Or he paid someone. And he was
could've.
like, hey, here. Get in there, Betty.
I need a good redneck woman.
Yeah, he's definitely on top of the game right now, though, man.
That was
Drewski is, he's hilarious. Now you do skits as well,
Yeah.
right? What like
that extreme.
yeah, but I see one. You're like over 1 million views on one of yours.
Yo, this it's a hit or miss. Like I get bored late at night and I just hear sounds and I just do stupid shit to
Your
it.
sound.
Or like I'll
That's
save,
like major though. 1 million fucking views is like
that
major
is,
on a
that
skit.
is.
I'll
That's crazy.
save a sound that's funny I hear on like online and I'll
Yeah.
just use it and put a stupid caption and boom.
And something happened.
Sometimes it just that 1 million one I was like, oh my god, I'm not even doing nothing. Man.
It is funny though. Like a lot of times when stuff goes super viral, it's super simple.
yeah.
It's not even that clever, or it's
Yeah.
not something where there's any real talent involved. It's funny,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Because you'll see other like random stuff where like, you know, somebody's doing something that's really
Funny.
displays some talent or whatever, and it's like, all right.
Not
the same.
Not the same type of reaction.
Yeah.
But the ones that are a little more like drawn out for you, where you like I seen a couple where you have like your friends or whoever that is helping you out. Like
Doing
what's
wrestling stuff.
Yeah, like that stuff too.
You do wrestling content?
Well, because I've made a few wrestling friends, and we were doing it, and then like my Instagram just blew up. Like I started getting hella friend requests, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna continue this. It's a bunch of nerds in that industry, the wrestling stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You have to believe that it's like
if you're an adult.
if you're an adult watching wrestling, you got some problems.
No,
I ain't gonna say problems.
They just love it.
I ain't gonna say problems.
If you're into it, like you got problems. Like things aren't all there.
Well, now it's on ESPN, so
So
it's
you
like
you actually have friends that are like
They
pro
go
wrestlers?
every Tuesday.
no, they
Oh,
into
the
it.
fans.
And they go
okay.
see it.
Oh, okay.
They go
okay.
see the knockdown or whatever
So don't
thing.
talk about our friends.
Yeah, they go and then I work at a sports bar by Full Sail, so they come in to wait on the bus,
Okay.
and they come like drink and stuff.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
It's time to go.
They get rowdy. They get rowdy.
So wait, what? They do the wrestling at Full Sail?
I think there's some students and stuff there. Like, it's a bus that takes them to the arena somewhere.
Takes the
from
wrestlers
there
and the fans. Okay.
or the fans.
Oh, the fans. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
to go watch
That's the
show.
one up there that went to a million.
Oh,
I got it in a small box.
you can blow it up.
Oh, I'll go back to it so you can see it a little bit, because then it goes to a different video.
Do you want
after
to?
that.
I don't.
But,
I forgot what the caption say. You read it.
Wait, what's the caption say? I didn't see it.
You blow it up.
Your goofy girlfriend making you laugh before y'all about to do it,
Oh, okay.
And he's just laughing so hard.
and then that's just a different thing.
Oh, I
altogether
dance
there.
as well.
Exactly.
That
Because
looks like the Flash dance from back in the day.
okay, there was a strip club called Flash Dancers. That's what I thought about when you
As
said
there
that.
should be.
But I never heard of the
Wait,
Flash Dance.
No. Okay, so back
It's
in
a
like
strip
the
club
80s.
called Flash.
No. What I'm saying, there's a movie called Flashdance back in like the 80s, and it was this girl like she like during the day she worked as like a fucking steel worker, and at night she was a stripper.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a throwback now. It's before my time, so I don't know.
Yes.
But that sounds interesting.
Nasty dancer.
Okay. Have you ever thought about doing stripping?
I thought about it. I think it's cool how they move their cheeks.
Yeah,
I
but
just
you
think
you
it's
never
so
like did like a what they call an amateur night. You never
I
like.
think it's cool too.
I think it's cool though, but no, I can't. I'm not that talented.
Just never did that. Not everybody in there is like super talented.
I know.
Yeah, I went a few times. Like, why
Some-
am
some
I
of 'em-
spinning? I want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
something. It's tricks.
Now some of them are like real deal athletes in there,
For sure.
and then some of them,
And all that separates you from greatness is practice.
I have no upper body strength, bro. I work
the
out,
gym.
but I can't.
Oh, you talking about for the pole?
No.
Those
remember
girls,
If
that
I'm
girl
gonna
that
strip,
fell
I'm
off the
gonna
pole?
go.
those girls are really strong, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, bro. I'm gonna be the best stripper ever. If I.
Well,
I gotta be the best.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it.
I'm behind you.
Nah.
No. So what are you actively working on? So we have like you do the skits, you dance as well. Now and then of course you're a singer. So like what do you have you working on right now?
I am working on my first EP, my first project
First
for
EP.
myself. And I'm
Okay.
excited. I'm excited because like I love creating, like love listening to the beats and just humming and then putting words and then like having songwriters and producers come and make the beat. It's amazing. I love it.
Okay.
Do you typically do songs in collaboration, or do you write most of your own stuff?
I do it all. I do both. We write together. Sometimes I sing songs people write for me, or I'll sing a song I write myself.
Okay. And so we had our guy here the other 2 weeks ago, right? What was that?
Who?
2-3 weeks. Abson?
Yeah. What was that?
he
Yeah,
got
at
a
least
song.
2 to 3
Got a
weeks
song.
ago. Yeah, Ab. Now he says that like you guys have collabed on a couple of songs as well, right? Do you work with any other artists like in Orlando area?
Yeah, but like the ones that are like the big ones, no.
No, okay. You open to it?
Yeah, I've worked with an artist named Richie Rich, who is
Yeah,
now
I know Richie.
signed.
I know Rich.
Yeah, we have a song together, and like I'm pretty sure he has some songs with my voice on it, but I'm pretty sure I don't know if he's dropped them or anything.
Yeah.
I just be in the studio, and whoever is in there, we just do stuff.
No, Rich works. He's a worker though. He got like 1,000 songs out. He's doing good.
He's always
Rich works, man.
Recording.
Yeah, Rich works. Shout out to Rich, man. I haven't played his music here on this platform
I hear him on the
in a
radio.
while, but Rich is dope. Shout out to
on
Rich.
the radio driving home from work. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So how did you get into singing? What's your background?
Church. I was singing. I used to sing on this little recording in the house. I used to record myself, and then someone was like, "Oh my God, you can sing!" And I was like, "I can sing." I didn't know.
You didn't know.
And then now it clicked, and I was like, "That's why I'm always the lead singer in the choir in the church." I'm like, because I'd be like, Grandma, always gotta put me in the front. I was so shy. I was like, "Well, I'm in the front. Like, I don't want to stay in the front." And I was working one day, and then some guy named Brandon. We worked at Walmart together, and he was like, "Oh, I heard you saying, I got a studio, come to the studio." And I was like, "Who told you?" He's like, "Don't worry about that. I got a studio, pull up."
Don't worry. You
pulled up?
You were probably pretty close to getting sex trafficked right there.
Me, naive, I pulled up. We were here. This area.
Yeah.
So a guy named Brandon with glasses. I think this was the studio or Plush. One of them, both of them.
What's
we were
his
back and
last
forth.
name?
I don't know, but he's like a little nerdy looking guy that wears glasses. And he has a beard and he's bald.
Oh, bald with a beard. Okay.
Yeah, that is a lot of those. Huh?
You're looking at one.
Bubba.
I didn't know. But
okay.
yeah, I think I
He's a
started
little
here, and I remember that artist too. We kind of started. I don't know if we started at the same time. Well, his new name is 10%, but that's Balsa right there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the show next week.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, he's here. Okay.
He's here a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, he still records here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, when you I say when you are working on your EP and you get to your video, you should. Whoever is Abson told me who was like helping him with his videos.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said it was his manager, but you should connect. They make some good videos.
Yeah,
They do have. That's my thing. I like visuals.
Now one thing you do have like a good you do have a good eye for like visuals and stuff like that. So I'm sure you'll be able to storyline it up anyway.
Yeah, it's just expensive. And
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
And then sometimes when you build relationships, sometimes they become more than that. I'm like, oh wait, I was just trying to be your friend. Like network, I help you promote your business, you help me promote me. I didn't want to go
How do you manage that? Because you do have like a bubbly like personality, so some guys may look at that like,
damn, she's digging me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just working together. I'm just trying to connect and network. Sometimes, I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know, like I be ignoring it too. They be like when I find out they actually like me, I be like ignoring this shit. I be pushing stuff. I be like, bro, like, bro, you coming? Yeah, let's go bowling or stuff like that. Like, and I'll invite a bunch of people, so it'll be us.
I think as an attractive woman, you have to operate under the premise that every dude is trying to smash.
Yeah, but then you can't, because then like you make them feel some type of way, like you know all that. They'll be like, oh, you're not all that, shut up.
No, but what I'm saying is, internally you have to know and behave like that. That's what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So don't ever put yourself in a position where you're just like, oh, I didn't realize that. Like, no, you gotta realize
can't play
these
dumb.
dudes are trying to smash, and then to me, when you have that knowledge, then you manage it accordingly. But you're not operating from a place of being naive. You're like, I know this guy would smash if the opportunity came to pass.
Yeah.
I have to conduct myself accordingly.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, then that opportunity never comes to pass.
It's just that like sometimes people will fall in love with you because of how great of a friend you are too. Yeah. They'll fall for you. It was like, just because I had a guy, he was like, I just fell for you. You're just a great friend. You're there. You're consistent, and good vibes. And I just can't help myself. And he said he couldn't help himself, but I had to cut him off because I don't feel the same. It was getting crazy. Yeah, one time my car broke down in Georgia, and he was here and he drove to come get me.
Yeah.
Now you gotta give him some after that.
Right. I should have.
That whole ride.
I should have.
He's like, at least I'm gonna get some head out of this.
I gotta get something.
No, he was a great person. Thank God. stop.
What?
He like you said, he should have got. Yeah, he should have, but it didn't happen.
No, that's tough. Loss.
Now that's tough.
That is tough.
And it was crazy thing because I had a guy that I liked, and he wouldn't come.
Oh, see that whole thing.
sad,
Now, the story shifted. I now feel bad for the guy.
Of course.
I was on Team U for a while.
That's 7 hours, man. That's a road trip.
Yeah, 6, 7 hours.
Yeah.
He came. I was like,
He wanted it bad.
Yeah.
I really wish we kind of worked or had some. I wish I liked them. I like that. We did, but no, I don't know.
Now, are you ever like dating somebody and it doesn't work out? Then you be like, damn, maybe I should have gave one of these other guys a chance. You know what I mean?
No. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I like
It's a
that.
lot.
I like
It's
that.
a lot of people out there. I just haven't explored. I haven't went outside. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people everywhere. I won't say Miami.
You know they're there. That's good though. That's good.
No, I always feel like there's somebody out there for you.
Yeah.
Never give up. No.
It's really not a matter of giving up. It's just a matter of giving in. Like, what are we talking about here? I mean, like, you're not in a position to have to hope that there's somebody out there. Like,
I was in a relationship like 3 months ago, and I'm single now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it didn't work out?
No.
She said she was in a relationship. Clearly, it didn't work out.
I mean,
No.
Otherwise, she said, "I'm."
why
still
We're
didn't
not
it?
watching it. Ew, hey.
Why didn't
it? Didn't. I was ignoring some flags,
Okay.
but I
Ignoring
knew
the red
better.
flags?
I was like, come on, I can't ignore.
What were the flags, though? I always enjoy this when people miss flags. The gay pride flag.
With
You never
Shit,
know.
No, with him telling me things or saying he's gonna do something and then not doing it, and it's repeatedly, and then like say I'll bring it up or say he's gonna do something for me and I bring it up, and he just made it seem like he didn't say that.
Oh yeah.
Trying to make it sound crazy. It was like I was like my
That's
piece was like being
gaslighting, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what a minute. He was doing it multiple times in the beginning. I was falling for it because I was like, damn, I must have didn't. You know, maybe I did.
Second
Maybe he
guess
did
yourself
it.
a little bit.
Yeah, and I never had that happen in a relationship.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be wiser.
Yeah,
going
I'm like,
forward.
what the fuck?
So what's your ideal guy? You see on social media, they be like, you know, you get whatever $30 and you gotta pick all the qualities.
I hate that. Like,
And
I
you
mean,
never have
obviously-
quite enough money.
obviously, I don't want nobody abusive. I don't want nobody who's just lazy. I don't want a mama's boy. I don't want nobody who's just
I'm a mama's boy.
Are you?
like no, but like it's
No, I'm just joking.
like
Go ahead,
when
keep
he
going.
wants me to be his mom.
Please feel free to exclude me.
I have to be his mommy. I have to do things like
Right.
everything for him.
No,
Make
no,
sure
I got
he's
you.
like, God, leave.
Well, that's two different things though.
Yeah.
Because there is the guy who kind of like he's just kind of like too close to his mom and she's too influential in his life, like in an actual present way. And then kind of what you're talking about is really not so much his actual mom, but his need or desire to be mommied
Yes.
by the girlfriend.
You know, I don't listen to a ton of NBA YoungBoy, hardly none at all.
Me either.
But there is one line that he had that I really relate to, and he was like, "I'm always looking for my mama when I look inside a woman." You know what I'm saying? And that's, I guess, I take it from that
I could
aspect.
take that as a creepy aspect.
Maybe as a,
No,
maybe
just-
cooking
He's
and
down there
cleaning.
he's down there getting ready to eat some coochie, and he's
No,
like, "Oh,
man.
where's
My mama. Mom. I get it. That's nasty. But maybe in the cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
and,
all of that,
handling
and
things.
how your mom make you feel, cause like one thing about it is like your mom always got your back, no matter like nobody else in the universe is on your side, and she'll have your
So
side,
maybe
all
you have
that
to be
stuff.
specific about when you say when you think of your mom or whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta be, because like I've had a guy's mom. I told her, I said, I feel like a mom. She goes, I'm sorry, I spoiled. She said, I'm sorry. She already knows. She was like, I'm like, yeah, needy, like, can I get a Band-Aid? I was like,
That's too much.
That's funny.
No.
That's too much.
funny.
What else? So what else we got? So they can't be beating you upside the head.
I've never. Look at this. I make money.
Can't be a mama's boy.
What about erotic spanking?
Like being intimate.
Yeah.
Depends. Yeah, I gotta like it because I remember. I was intimate with someone I didn't kind of like. I was a teenager just doing stupid shit. And he slapped me, and I just looked at him like I wanted to. He slapped me. And I said, like,
Squared up to fight.
I'm like, yeah. So I was like, what am I doing? I was just doing stupid teenage stuff.
Okay.
At the time, and he's no. I like it if we're we really into each other. I don't do that no more. Like just like I gotta like
Okay.
you gotta have something going on together. Just those hookups is just like not it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
But so everything has kind of been negative. Like, I don't want this, I don't want that. What is it actually?
What do I like?
Characteristic do you actually like?
Oh,
in a person, in a man.
Ambition, seeing that he wants a lot in life, and I see him work towards his dreams.
Okay.
I love seeing people work and doing the things that they do best.
Okay.
I like that. Sometimes you like.
Are you particularly attracted to a person that like has a very clear sort of passion in their life, that's something that they're pursuing?
Yeah, sometimes you do need help. Sometimes, but like just like to egg you on to what you're doing, like help with what you're already doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
love seeing a guy work. Like I'm like I want to help. Can it be like what you need? You need to edit some music videos. You need me to call people, write your calendar for you. I want to. Make sure you don't miss your appointment. I want to be some type of help too towards him.
Do you like smart guys, or can they be dumb?
No, I want to be the dumb one.
You want a dumb one?
Not dumb, but I just love listening and have him teach me things. I would like to teach us a few things too, but I just love learning about him and stuff.
Do you want a smarter guy?
Smarter than me?
Because what is a dumb guy going to teach you?
Yeah, I don't want no one who's slow. I don't want no one who like asking me stupid questions. I had a guy ask me what biological meant. I was like, really? Like, what's a nanny? Or ask me what's a nanny?
Really? Same guy?
Yeah.
He was on fire, huh?
I was like, are you serious? I was like, what the fuck?
What about like physical type? Are you into like the tall guys? Do you like a fat guy?
I did think. Well, I dated a guy who was skinny and gained weight.
Really?
Yeah, but I was in
love.
You
had that effect on him?
Yeah, I was in love.
Were you like cooking him food and everything?
We was just eating a lot. Yeah,
really?
We was cooking and eating.
When people like get in love, a lot of people gain weight.
But I was like, Jim.
Yeah, I think that's not a good idea though.
Jim.
I don't think it's an idea. I just think it's natural. I just think it happens.
It's complacency.
They got chunky.
Yeah.
They
there
didn't
you
get.
Go.
Yeah, it's like like Nick Saban. Like
I got the prize already.
Low achievers don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like low achievers.
Yeah,
that's the
like
standard
that.
here. You can't become a fat ass on my watch.
I remember a guy tried to get me fat, and I was like,
did he?
I was like, "What, you trying to make me unattractive or something?" This is the most I've ever been. I've been really, really like I was smaller than this like my whole life. Okay. So this is the most.
So you recently broke up with the guy trying to get you fat?
Kind of.
What was his move? Just like, hey, you hungry?
Would feed me, take me out to eat all
really?
The time. And,
okay.
Yeah, all the time. I love steak. Yeah, and I was like, dang.
Damn.
I was like, well, stomach kind of getting big there. I was like, damn. What the fuck?
Do you have an age range?
Yeah. I don't want to do somebody like work with. I don't want to be with someone who like really just likes to go to church every Sunday and he's got a cane. Like, no, I can't.
I was wondering where this was going.
I gotta walk with my man.
I was gonna let you cook. I was like, where's she going with this? Yeah. But now it's coming together. It's coming
some
together.
Sundays I'm sleeping. Yeah, okay. So 50.
50 and below.
So you'll do 48.
I shouldn't, because that's my dad. My dad. Yeah.
So you'll do one of Dad's friends.
No.
Okay. If he's ambitious.
I don't know. I just love seeing people work. I remember I dated someone with no ambition, and it was like I didn't. they were like, I'm hungry. Could take you to McDonald's. I was like, you can't afford McDonald's. Oh wow. I did. I bought it. I didn't pick on it. I bought it.
How would you like to just be in somebody's dating history as a guy with no ambition? Like you were that guy. I dated him and he had no ambition.
Yeah, I don't know if that he may not have any ambition, but that just sounds like a broke guy. I mean, more than anything.
McDonald's.
Yeah. Probably all goes
a McChicken.
together,
Probably all goes together. Yeah.
You're gonna be on the lower socioeconomic scale.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah. And was it more about the paying or just you giving him a ride?
No,
there?
it was just the asking. I was like, damn, and then I always gotta pick you up. I want to get picked up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cause I'm not rich, so I don't expect just you ain't got enough money. You can't get my hair done. You can't get my nails. Like I'm not gonna date you. No.
Yeah. So are you're not one of those women that will have like I saw this thing the other day where it's like she put on the dating resume like my rent is like $2,800. Hair and nails $500.
Nah.
My kids need new toys.
It's just, if I have to call my dad for some money, I'm just want to be single.
If you have to call your dad.
If I for
so if you're dating somebody and you still have to call your dad for money, we're not doing the right thing.
I think we should just be friends at the moment, and we should just work. Maybe I need to get a second job or something.
I ain't gonna lie. When I'm with somebody, I hate for them to call
I hate that I have a man.
Their dad for something. Yeah.
Does that happen a lot for you?
No, I'm just saying. That would make me feel some kind of way.
Really?
Yeah.
That would make me feel some.
Because I've dated a guy who did not want that. He just if he had it, he just loves to provide, and he passed away.
He passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
He's like, now I don't want to date no more.
Way to give us a little sucker punch there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that coming.
Keep it light and happy, and all of a sudden,
like a good person too. Yeah.
I told a story on the show last week. I had to get rid of a girl because her ex had died, but it was like so recent. It was like her ex had died on a motorcycle, and then like a few weeks later, I met her and started talking, and I had to. We couldn't resume. You know what I mean? Because that's all she talked about. That's all, like, you know what I mean? Like every other day. I was like, that's just too much.
Yeah.
So I just, used her body up, and then I left.
Well
done.
Damn. Well played,
you used her body up?
Hmm?
Oh, yeah. Might as well.
Nothing left for anyone else.
Dang.
There's some well-worn pathways.
That was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
No,
just in case she's watching.
Yeah,
So when do you expect your EP to be out?
Yeah, I wanted to drop it this year, but I was like, dang, this is a lot to do.
You still got 4 months. I mean, come on.
No, take your time.
I was gonna rush it. I'm gonna take my time.
Take your time and do it right.
I was gonna just, because I got a lot of unreleased music, I was just gonna pick 6 songs, but I was like, no, I wanna record some new shit. All new. So yeah, beginning of 2026.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. First
because
quarter.
I feel like a lot of big artists are dropping right now. They always drop towards the end.
They always drop fourth quarter.
I ain't finna steal my shine. I'm like,
Drop first quarter. Everybody's inside still. You got time to listen. I like that. Yeah. And just make sure because it's the first time somebody's hearing you. First impression is everything. Mm-hmm. So if it's going to be the first time somebody's hearing like a body of work from you, I know you got songs that are out. But yeah, I like that.
I'm so happy.
Drop a dope visual with it.
Like, it's so fun right now.
Yeah.
I wish that was the only thing I was doing right now.
Maybe drop you a fun skit to go along with the EP. Something to do a little rollout.
Hopefully, you drop a single next year. I mean, no, next week.
Yeah, something like that.
You're talking about dropping a single.
In the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you already been working. Okay, you already been working.
So you got it in that can.
Yeah. So I was just dropping because people like, hello.
We need something.
I know they be like, Tyece. Like, you gonna pay for the session? Or you gonna pay for the mix and master?
That's funny.
Well, we gonna definitely be tuned in to whenever you drop that, and we'll play it on here, and we get a ton of like artists that come in, and if it's anybody that we think are any good, we're gonna tell them to get a hook back from Tyece, man.
Yeah, they gonna love me.
Yeah. Maybe not love you too much.
Not too much.
Because you gonna stiff on them.
No.
Get that Heisman Trophy going.
I got 2 jobs. I'm in school for massage therapy. Well, I'm done. I just gotta take my test to get my license. I just got a lot of stuff going on right now, and then I don't want the person complaining. Oh my God, we don't spend enough time together. Yeah.
So you're gonna become a massage therapist?
Yeah, just something in my pocket.
Okay.
You're just in a lane where a lot of creepy guys, they kind of lie.
Now, look, and I do my own thing. I'm picking my clients.
Okay.
You can put me at the spa. Yeah, I'll be at Hen and Stone. Put me there. I'm not pulling up at nobody's house. I'm picking my own clients. Like I want my own. I'm gonna pick my own.
But if you work at a place like that, do you get to pick your own clients?
No, at the spa, but I'd rather them there. I feel more safer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
okay,
spa,
okay.
the lounge. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
Pulling up. You're like,
No,
See,
I
Pink's not a massage person, but I am, and I would have people.
Bubba is.
I would have people come
But I feel like
and
if
pull
you
up.
just went to like the Hand and Stone, like if whatever
whatever I get,
you're up in
I
the
get.
rotation, you get what you get,
and which is fine. But I'm in a public area, and I feel like I'll feel safe.
Yeah.
Not in somebody's house, and you hear the door locked behind you. It's like get like an RV and do it. Oh,
that's wild too.
These people, I've had some. Because with me, my music is kind of, it's R&B, it's love songs, kind of sometimes it's, sexual. Yeah. And I've already had weird stuff happen. So, no. And I'm like, damn. Someone's like, play your music while you, I was like, hell no. I'm finna play relaxation music. This is for relaxations.
So as an artist, how frequently do you listen to your own songs?
The new ones over and over and over and over.
Oh, for real?
To be honest, I listen to it all the time.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, and then like, yeah, it's just beautiful. Like I think, I like my music.
So if you're just chilling, maybe cleaning your house or whatever, you'll be just jamming out your own
Whatever's
stuff.
in the loop.
Okay, all right.
You ever thinking like, damn, I should have said this instead of that?
Yes, or she did this run, and then I sing it better. The more I sing it over and over and over and over and over again.
But that's what live performance is for.
Yeah,
Like
and I want to get into that too.
Yeah.
So I want to start working with a band too, and do more live shows.
And if you incorporate your dance, because you can dance. If you incorporate your dance with just singing at a live show, you cooking. You cooking with grease.
In a live show, you could kind of play with your own songs. You could redo them.
Yeah, and I never had that, so I feel like that's gonna be a different lane for me.
So have you done any live performance at all, or no?
Live, yes. There's nights where I do go out at Debonair Tuesday nights to sing.
Where's
the
that?
band? It's downtown. It's Debonair. It's like a nice little lounge, and they have karaoke. And they got like piano and whatever, and you just pick a cover and you sing.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite cover that you go to?
Sing a cover that I sing?
Yeah, like if you're in a place where you do your cover.
I like I need you, baby.
Okay.
If it's quite alright, I love you, baby. Like I love Lauryn Hill. I love singing like older songs because I feel like they fit my voice. Like more.
Yeah, you got
like
a sultry voice.
Yeah.
That's very
I
nice.
like.
Yeah. We probably should have led with that.
So yeah, I do need to sing.
In case we
People
lost
actually like my
any
voice.
listeners there.
No,
Yeah.
I saw like I went on Instagram and I kind of like you had some of your own music on your things and I was like, oh, that's a nice voice
Yeah, I
right there.
put that right there, like.
For sure.
Hey, people DM me. Are you an artist? No.
Well, the thing is, because you have the skits on there, and you have the dancing on there.
Like the main page is just the.
It
music.
is the
Then
main
you
thing is
go
the
to
music.
the reels, you see it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And by the way, what is your Instagram name? It's just Tyece, right?
It's Tyece, but I put a number 1 in front of it because there's somebody else who has this Tyece. There's other people with my name. I was
They beat you to it.
so mad.
So the number 1 and then Tyece. That's what Tyece.
That's my government name and that's my artist name. I felt like it was unique. And it's
Keeping it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
spicy tea. Like, come on, like.
That
No,
sounds shitty.
like sexy red.
Yeah.
Sexy tea.
You sound like honestly like when you're sexy red or whatever spicy tea, you sound cheap.
Yeah.
You sound cheap.
Dirty, a little musty, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tyece, like
Right.
sophisticated.
No, I
Like you be like, ooh, what is that?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Let
true,
me
though.
click
You're
on
onto
this.
something there.
No, I like that. Well, appreciate you coming on the show. All right, and like I said, we're gonna play your stuff, and then and whenever you drop it, just I'll stay tuned, but let me know. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, shoot us a message on Instagram when you're dropping something.
Yeah,
Or
when
if
you posted
if
me,
you
I
have
was
a
getting a
live
bunch of
show.
followers.
Yeah.
You guys just post me on stories like, ooh, who that? Some DJs. I was like, okay.
A lot of those are just hornballs, but yeah, you take the followers out, you can get them.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's trying to get in this industry. Everybody is horny. Everybody is. Golly.
Everybody's horny in every industry.
Yeah, especially guys with opportunities.
Yeah.
Hey, like this one guy wanted to hear me sing live in a restaurant. So you want to take me out to eat, and you want to hear me sing there? Oh, you don't understand. That's how I work. You have auditions too. I was like, well, I'd rather go to the audition. Why I gotta go to a restaurant so you can hear me sing?
Yeah, why I gotta be singing at Denny's?
Ew, I don't like Denny's.
Not many people do.
Facts.
Let's go to Denny's.
Oh man. Well, again, appreciate you, and I'm we'll get with you. All right.
All right.
We're gonna finish the show. Once again, you're still on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. We're available on all podcast streaming platforms, including here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Again, appreciate you coming through. All right.
Take care.
All right now. All right. There was a couple of more big sports stories here I wanted to get to here. Yeah. Okay. Number one here is Kawhi Leonard. All right. So Kawhi Leonard took $28 million in fake endorsements is the reported thing. So Pablo Torres kind of broke this story on his podcast.
It's like his new lane.
It is. He breaks a lot of these type stories.
Yeah.
Now this was a fake endorsement deal funded by Steve Ballmer to allegedly dodge the NBA salary cap. Now, so if you haven't heard the story, when Kawhi Leonard was coming over to the Clippers, Steve Ballmer had to, if you remember this time frame, right? You had Kawhi kind of choosing between the Lakers and the Clippers. And he was kind of holding the Clippers at, for lack of better terms, at gunpoint, saying, hey, I got the Lakers here. If you guys want me, da-da-da. And remember, there was another GM that was saying how Kawhi wanted like specific what's the word I'm looking for? Like not permissions, but
amenities.
Yeah. Like his uncle, who is his manager, needs to be on all the team flights, and he needs all of this X, Y, and Z. And so the Clippers gave him all of that, and then apparently on top of a supermax NBA contract, Steve Ballmer, the owner, created this fake. This fake endorsement deal through a company.
Yeah, so he owned a company, and the company signs a contract with Kawhi to pay $28 million for what amounts to like a job that he had no responsibilities. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to show up. He didn't even have to do any like commercials or genuine advertising.
Now this same company though had other stars like Drake and other people, but they did work and actually did these commercials and things like that. But Kawhi's deal, he didn't do any work, and then the contract just says as long as he's with the Clippers, he's going to get this $28 million. And he had an employee. Pablo had on his podcast had an employee. He changed the voice and whatever, and he's saying it was to circumvent the salary cap. Now, I think this is so clean to where I couldn't imagine other teams not doing this. But my overall take on it is, damn, how much money do these guys need? And how screwed did the Clippers really get out of this? Because you giving Kawhi a supermax NBA deal, just that alone with no perks, no endorsement is you already did not get the investment. You did not get a return on your investment. Just that alone, just simple NBA terms. He doesn't play, he's injured a lot, so he doesn't play a lot. Okay, he's not a guy that's going to be up front, and promoting your brand or your team. He's not in the communities. He's, you know what I mean? Like what is he doing for you? He's barely on the court for you.
Yeah, he's literally a guy whose only value is high level performance on the court. And for the majority of his time with the Clippers, he's been injured. He hasn't been able to deliver that on any consistent basis.
And if other teams are doing this, like I said, how much money do these fucking guys need? Like the NBA is different from the NFL. The NBA is not funny money. NFL is funny money. You can see 5 years, 138. A guy may only see 40 million of that.
Right, in terms of the ability to non-guaranteed money. In the NFL.
The NBA is fully guaranteed money. How much money do these fucking guys need?
as much as you'll give him. And I think that's the thing. I think he basically held the Clippers up with a bunch of demands and made them feel that this is, all they needed to do. And let's not forget, the other part of this is they gave up a future MVP and champion in SGA
Jesus.
to bring in Paul George, essentially at the request of Kawhi Leonard.
This is bad franchise. This is why franchises stay.
It is interesting though, because I would imagine though that league security and so forth would do a job of vetting a lot of these stars for this very reason, that they're not agreeing to fraudulent sort of arrangements to get more money to circumvent the cap.
You think so?
They should. I mean, you have
not if it's coming from the owner of the team.
No, for that very reason. It does not, league business wise, it does not matter if some super successful businessman that's not an owner in the league wants to put Kawhi Leonard on the payroll for $28 million a year, and his only obligation is to play a round of golf with this guy every year.
Okay.
That does not matter to the NBA.
Okay.
But if a team owner who is under the confines of the salary cap and luxury taxes and all of these things is going to create this type of lucrative financial opportunity with almost nothing required, that gives him a competitive advantage, and it should absolutely be the league's business to kind of vet and be aware of these things.
Yes, but you said vet the player, right?
Vet the situation.
This is the situation,
The whole
and it is under investigation. But I know you're saying from the beginning. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
and then also, I think
when a significant player, particularly when they sign a new deal, whether they're staying or whether they're going to a new team, it should be routine to investigate: are there any side arrangements to this? Are there any endorsement deals that weren't in place that go directly to the owner or somebody closely affiliated with this team?
Yeah, if it wasn't, it's going to be now.
It should be, yeah.
But that
really
seems like that seems like something that should have been in place, because it just seems like such an easy loophole. This is not like breaking modern science or something. It just seems like something that someone in the league office over the course of the hundred of years that the NBA has been here should have rather had in place. But most of the onus, I believe, or the responsibility or the punishment, I think, is on Clippers and Steve Ballmer more so than Kawhi.
Most likely it will be, but I would also, if you want to send a strong message, you hit Kawhi with something as well.
Yeah.
If you want to try to put an end to this, or not let it get growing any further than it has,
you hit both parties.
Yeah, 100%.
And hit them hard. Not necessarily games played, but a hefty fine for Kawhi.
And games played too.
You may because it's basically you are kind of cheating the game.
You're 100% cheating the game.
So you may even it's the owner. Now we've only in my time, I guess we've seen. Well, it was with the Clippers for racism, but
it's not I don't know if it's not just the owner. Kawhi must have asked, and he certainly agreed, even if it was proposed.
He certainly agreed,
and so that's why both parties need to be, strongly punished for this. Now,
But how can you punish?
I don't think you throw Ballmer out like you did Sterling.
Okay,
but you could hammer them with. Draft pick, basically strip their draft picks for 3 years, and you can hit them with a hefty, maybe $150 million fine, and then for Kawhi, you're gonna miss 25 games, and we're gonna hit you with a $8 million fine,
something like that. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah,
and it, it's very public, it's very obvious. Anybody else who might either be talking about a deal like this or have one in place is gonna be like, all right, we got to make this disappear.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I agree. Now, the Clippers have already come out oh, that's not true, and this, and that. But one thing, since we've been doing this podcast, man, one thing you taught me, where it stinks a little bit, there's a shitstorm right behind it. And you better believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe them that this is just 100% farce out of the thin blue sky.
Right.
That just doesn't seem.
Yeah, what is the motivation for somebody whatever 4 or 5 years after he signed, making this a massive story.
Yeah.
And coming up with this out of nothing.
Out of nothing.
That's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe. So we'll see where that story goes, and things of that nature. Now, another one I had for you here. Where was I gonna go? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. Our monthly checkup on this gentleman here. Oh, every 6 months. Ben Simmons.
Oh, contemplating retirement.
This warms my heart here. So the thing is, I read this article. There's 2 teams reportedly interested in Ben Simmons, and they only named one, which is the Knicks. And the thing is he doesn't want to be an end of the bench guy, and so that's why he's contemplating retirement. But I mean, I don't understand. Your play in the last several years, that's what is indicated, is your bench guy. But, I think Ben is the type of guy, when he does retire, I do think he's going to, disappear. I mean, I know he's into, the fashion and stuff, but the money is going to disappear. The money is going to dissipate over time. I think he's just going to be a guy that just goes off into the abyss, because what is he? He doesn't have anything to offer to sports media.
No, for sure. I agree with you. But I think to me, we're well past the point. I mean, he's had multiple seasons to get healthy, get his mind together, and play good basketball, and it hasn't happened. So I don't think that's even on the table anymore. So for him to retire, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
He won't be missed.
At all.
I mean, this year, I didn't really know he was in the league. No, seriously. It was just.
Yeah, you just look up and he's on the Clippers. It's like, what the hell? He's on the Clippers?
You're mowing down a box score for some random reason. You're like, B. Simmons? Is that the same guy? So, yeah. No, I think he probably should just retire, move on, try to find some happiness somewhere. But I think he'll probably, like you said, he won't be around basketball in any way. I'd be really, really surprised. I mean, he may try to, stick on the periphery of the fashion world or whatever, but there's nothing there.
And then NFL is here. Week 1, first game tomorrow actually.
Night.
Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, and Bubba is back with the NFL Week 1 best bets. Now, I had a pretty solid season last year.
What was your record on the year?
Huh?
What was your record?
I have to go back because we did.
Should have had it prepared.
Yeah, I should have had it prepared. But I charted it over the last season. We did it on the podcast each week, so that won't be hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have a couple of games I really like this week, and for several reasons. One is that you got the Chiefs and Chargers.
Okay.
Chiefs are favored by 3. Okay. Now they're playing far away. Right? This game is in
Brazil, right?
Yeah, in Brazil. So there's several reasons why I believe that this spread is where it's at. First of all, it's not, it's an away game, but it's an away game for both teams.
Right, neutral site game.
It's a neutral site game. Okay. And then you have it to where, Rashee Rice suspension. I believe that led to this being 3 points as well, because the spread should be a little more than 3, but I believe the being that it's a remote game for both teams, you have the Rashee Rice suspension that just came down about a week ago, okay? And then the uncertainty of the offensive line for Patrick Mahomes now, because they haven't seen it yet, okay? Yeah. But I believe Josh Simmons, they're saying the starting left tackle, the rookie, he's healthy, and he was supposed to be the best tackle in the draft anyhow before he got hurt. Now he's healthy. We'll see how that goes. I believe in that. I'm taking the Chiefs to cover the 3-point spread against the Chargers. Okay, it's week 1. The Chiefs, they do well early in the seasons with early season games. They come in prepared. Andy Reid has
this particular. The Chiefs, whether it's been the multiple Super Bowls they played a Germany game against the Dolphins. I think they're going to be well-versed and comfortable in what their plan is to play a game abroad under what you'd say is kind of unusual circumstances.
Yeah.
And I do think that leans in the favor of the Chiefs.
Yes. All right. Now, another one that I like here.
Oh, when is that game? Is that
Friday?
Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't think there's any like big time college games on. So the NFL should rule the night.
College is horrible this weekend.
Yeah.
The only like kind of ranked team game is Michigan against another team in like the teens. There's not a lot of great matchups in college football.
Okay. Another one I like here, and I want you guys to stay with me here, is the Falcons to cover the spread against the Bucks. Okay. Now the Falcons are at home. Okay, and the Tampa Bay are 2.5-point favorites. I would bump that up to 3. For Atlanta +3. Okay. Tampa Bay is going to be the people's champ here. Okay. They're going to be, a lot of the public, the betting public, is going to bet on Tampa Bay, and I'm going to be against Tampa in this game. Now, Atlanta is an unknown commodity. You would have to believe in the Penix and the offense coming together here. Now, but the offense was much better when he took over for Kirk. Kirk was just mailing it in, or hurt or old, or whatever the case may be.
Was not effective.
This was not effective. Penix came in, provided some life. Now and I believe he improved over the offseason. I like Atlanta Falcons to cover a 3-point spread against the Bucks. Again, I'm going to bump it up to 3. All right.
Well, I hope it bumps up to 3 because
that's a key number. Yeah, 3 is a key number.
Tough. No, I mean, I'm not a betting guy, but the Falcons at home, Penix a full, offseason, preseason to prepare for the job.
And Tampa Bay is hurt. You got Chris Godwin's going to miss a few games.
Yeah.
They're not whole. They got 2 receivers that are out.
No, to me it's more of a pick'em game, and that's that would lean toward the Falcons being the play to cover.
Bingo. The game that's most difficult for me is the largest spread on the ticket, and that's the game that's for tomorrow. Philly is 8.5-point favorites over Dallas, and some of that is the Micah Parsons thing. Some of that is just Philly is coming off a Super Bowl and is a better team than the Cowboys, but this is a divisional rivalry game, but 8.5, that's a lot of points, man.
8.5, anything over a touchdown at the NFL level is very tough to swallow. But, again, you have your defending Super Bowl champions coming into the game in pretty good shape. They're going to want to make a statement. And you have a Cowboys team that the entire preseason has been preoccupied with Micah Parsons, just got traded. There's some guys that are happy about that, some guys that aren't. I don't think the Cowboys are in a particularly strong frame of mind. And I would take the Eagles if I had to make a pick.
If I had to make a pick. Well, what I did do is I took the over here. I slammed the over, and I'm going to slam it again. So if I'm wrong here, I'm going to be very broke on Friday for the weekend. But 47.5, it's just, for example, for the Chiefs and Chargers, it's 46.5. So just one more point for the Cowboys and Eagles. The Cowboys defense is just not going to be good this year. It's just not. And Philly is going to be able to do whatever they want and against that defense. And then on Dallas' side, their strength is the offense. They will put up points. Philly lost members of this. It's not the same Philadelphia Eagles defense from last year. They lost some. The NFL with with the salary cap and all of that fucking foolishness. They lost a lot of guys on defense. And Dallas will put up some points. I'm thinking they're going to put up 25 or more, 25 or better.
Really?
Yes, against Philadelphia. That's for certain. I'm almost certain on that.
Good.
And knowing that I am, what pick Philly in the game, I'm thinking they have to score more than 25. So that's how they're going to get over 47.5 points.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit of a disjointed and low-scoring game. I also wouldn't be surprised if, Philly's, just kind of the better team, and I could see it being literally like a 24-7 type game.
Getting out of hand early and then just running it to close it out.
Just being close.
To close it out.
Dallas not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not good at gambling. But
No. That's on the board.
happening.
That's on the board.
Yeah.
And it's the first game of the season. That's 1,000% on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be genuinely surprised if the Cowboys scored 25 plus points.
Yeah.
I just don't again coming out and opening game and. Unless they're benefited. I know they've got a decent offense, but for them to score 25 against the Eagles, considering the Eagles are going to move the football, control time for the most part, if it's not by virtue of some turnovers or maybe something in the special teams, I think the Cowboys are hard pressed to score 25.
Yeah,
my view.
Yeah. All right. Now, just outside of a betting perspective, you have some other really great games, man. You got the Ravens and Bills, week 1. I mean, that's just
that's big time.
That's just a huge, man. That's a Sunday night game. Definitely going to be tuned into that. As far as that game, it's so early in the season, but man, you got the number 1, number 2 MVP from last year. You got two teams that just have to make it to an AFC title game and Super Bowl this year.
More specifically, a Super Bowl.
More specifically, a Super Bowl. Would love to see how those two teams come out and play on Sunday night. And then Steelers and Jets is like a low key like bad game that is interesting. Because you got the two pieces. You got, what? You're
not very interested at all.
No, that doesn't have your blood pumping a little bit.
No, none at all.
Aaron Rodgers going back to the Jets.
I don't think he has a lot in the tank, and I don't think the Jets have materially improved from what they were last year.
Justin Fields wanting to show Pittsburgh, like, yeah, you should have gave me that money. You shouldn't have been waiting on Aaron Rodgers this whole time.
Like he showed Chicago and the rest of the world last year, starting 4 games.
Yeah. The man has an opportunity is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that. I don't like it.
All right. Or does the Lions and Packers interest you some?
Yeah.
They said Michael will get a couple of snaps.
Yeah, I mean the Lions
Micah
are one of the more entertaining, fun teams to watch in the league.
Yeah.
So I think that would be worth watching, and I think that the Packers expect them to be good, probably a playoff caliber team, and so that should be a good game.
It should be a good game. And the last one for me that I see on here is the Vikings Bears, and that's a Monday night game. I want to see how Caleb is going to do this season. That's one of my guys, and when I say I'm right most of the time and wrong not a lot of times, I'm trending towards wrong for Caleb. This is a big year.
I'm still angry I somehow inadvertently drafted him in the fantasy league. I was trying to get Jared Goff.
Oh man!
And I don't know what, my fat finger hit the button wrong, and bang, I got Caleb Williams.
Yeah, fantasy wise, I definitely would say Goff would be a better option than Caleb at this point. But Caleb has he has an opportunity. Just like Justin,
you're a big opportunity.
I'm a big opportunist tonight.
Yeah.
And and then on the other side, like what to make of JJ McCarthy? He came out last year in the preseason and looked fucking awesome, and then he gets hurt. We don't see him again, and so what does JJ McCarthy look like after they cleared the deck for him? So with this loaded roster.
Yeah. I mean, that's again, I'm not particularly excited about that game.
No?
No. I don't think that much of those guys.
Okay.
Like, to me, when you look at games, Ravens and Bills,
Yeah.
I'm interested.
All in.
Give me the Chiefs in Brazil.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Now, I mean, I would want to see, basically Caleb and JJ are kind of like unproven quantities for me.
Exactly.
It's like I'm not too excited to see them in week 1. Like, let's.
Okay.
I'm not going out of my way to see it now.
That's Monday night. Nothing else to do.
If you're stuck with that, you're stuck with that. But I'm not particularly excited. I'll check in the Monday night game like I do.
Yeah.
Every week. But it's not like I'm like, this should be a good one.
And then also you might be in a heavily heated fantasy matchup. You might need Caleb to drop a 25 piece for you.
He ain't starting.
Oh Lord.
No, he's not starting.
Stop my boy, man.
No. Trade for him. Give me some assets for him.
What is going on here?
He's like the third quarterback.
Don't shelf my boy.
He is only
now I'm really rooting for him now.
Okay.
Even more so.
You're gonna paint your nails in solidarity?
I may not go all the way with it now.
Just paint 2 or 3 of them. That's great. I don't know.
Oh man, I have this thing like girls I date, they tell me my feet look like terrible, but I tell them if I put some paint on them like yours, they'll look just like yours,
How does that go over?
Yeah, well, of course they tell me I'm crazy. What else is new? end of the show. Got a little time here for what I was thinking. So there's this guy. His dad actually is a Winter Park football legend. Okay, and he had two sons, and both of which played football. One was better than the other. Now, this one guy ended up working for the Orange County Public School System.
So the father
One of the sons.
the two boys is the legend.
Yes.
And then his two sons, or what you know
Both.
them
I know
personally?
both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I know both of them. Both of them play football as well. And then one of them, this one I'm going to be talking about here, is it worked for the Orange County Public School Systems after when he became an adult and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, there was a story that came out 2 days ago. It hit social media and things like that. He was caught sexting a 13-year-old girl.
Oh boy.
All right. And and being that this is a person that I know, it caught me off guard, and so we hit the friend chat, and then you see it on within your friends on social media as well, and you see people talking about it and this and that, and it really comes off as a shocker at first. And then and because of the respect, I know the dad, I know the kid. He's not really a kid; he's just younger than me. But I didn't want to make it a story and put the picture up and all of that. But it's just the sick weirdo shit. It's like some kind of way. Like it's just this has got to be outlawed some kind of way. Like 13 years old. There's just no excuse, and he pled guilty, and then you're texting a 13-year-old with all type of sexual shit, and meet me here, and he's like, in these messages, he's like, oh, and don't tell anybody what we're doing and what we're talking about, and this and that, and pictures and this. What the fuck? 13? Like, and when you look at it as a I'm not a parent, but like how I view it is like, as a dad, like you're not even at that point where you're thinking that like your 13-year-old, that's still your princess. You're still talking about like going to the movies to see Spice Girls or something. Like you're not even at that age where you're thinking like sex is on the table for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then turn around and this is happening. You're like, what? Like, you know what I mean? He's going to get it. He's going to go to prison, going to get the tag. You know what I mean? 13-year-old white girl, you better join the Muslim group on the bus ride there. I know that much. And
get off that bus with the Muslim name.
you better get off that bus with a Muslim. Be thinking now of a Muslim name, just so you can have some type of protection in there, man. But they're just not, this is not my thing at all, and it's still wrong. But like 17, you're working with Orange County Public School Systems. You see, whatever, the 17-year-old, whatever, she's fully developed, whatever. Okay, like you can make an argument with some people. Again, it's not my thing. But 13, that's just so far out there, dog. You're just out there.
Yeah.
And there's and it's one of those things where you said back in like there's just not a ton of like reform for that guy. It's like that's what you're into.
Yeah.
You're into that.
Yeah. What? So did he work in the middle school?
He now the last time I knew, he was working at the high school.
Okay.
So that's the last time I knew, and I actually saw him there working.
Yeah.
Now, whether he changed jobs or whether this was like one of the high school kids' younger sister, I don't know the actual full story.
It would be, I mean, yeah.
And I'm sure that couldn't have been the only one. That's just where he got caught.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's a lot to unpack. I mean, so if this guy's thing, you don't go like to this in one step.
Yeah.
Like, you're not sitting there like dating and having relations with people your own age, and then wake up on a Wednesday and be like, man, I had it wrong all along. We need some 13-year-olds up in here. Like, that's just not how that works. So there's been, and that's why I was kind of like wondering, is he the type of guy that's been, in the school system? He's, in the middle school. He's like, you know, like puts himself in position to be around girls of this age group and what have you. You know, and again, you're probably not talking about the first person he's ever done or engaged in this type of activity with by any means. And I be interested to see if others come forward as well with this. So yeah, I mean it's just terrible stuff. And like as a parent, again, you're kind of like, your daughter's 13. You're probably not thinking, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want my daughter date until she's 18 or 16 or whatever. So you're in that window where you're like not really even thinking that anything's going on. And if it were, you're most likely thinking it's like somebody in her
at
age
the school
group, 13.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
14.
well, that's in school,
Yeah,
not
age,
working.
Yeah, not on the payroll.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's
not
the
to be
thing,
joking, yeah.
So it's just so many questions though. Like again, you have to figure he's probably done something before with other people. And then what was his access point to this girl? Is he teaching the high school? He somehow meets the younger sister. Is he involved in any sort of outside school activities?
Like curricular activities,
yeah. Is he like a cheer coach or coaching some girls basketball or, whatever, or his football background, maybe he's coaching some flag football with girls. Like what's going on that puts him in access with this person, and how does that evolve? Yeah, I mean, it's horrible. I hope the sentencing and the treatment in prison are appropriate for the crime. But yeah, I mean, horrific stuff, man. Horrific stuff.
Do parents need to be like checking messages and social media DMs and all of that for?
I never went
kids?
that route. I never did. And again, I as far as I know, it worked out. So
Right.
yeah, it just was never my thing. I felt that was kind of like invasive, and I always wanted my kids to have their own sense of self-identity, and I think they do. And part of that was for me not being an overbearing thing. I think I've talked on the show in the past. It's like, I think I was influenced by like things that I had to do as a kid, the church and the eating vegetables that like I did not like doing. I didn't want to do, but I was made to do.
Yeah.
And as an adult, it's like I push myself away from that as far as I can. And as a parent, I was the type of parent that I didn't want to impose things on my kids. You have to do this. You must do this. And so I wasn't going to be that type of parent. And I don't think I could be true to myself and be that type of parent. But I can see when you look at the potential perils that are out there for kids, that they're, who is approaching them, who is texting them, what are they saying in this content, and how are they, kind of processing this. And that, it is scary times. It's, to be fair though, like, I mean, in my elementary school, we had a music teacher that molested a bunch of dudes.
Wow.
Like, so it's not like this time. Like, that shit's been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
forever.
100%.
But the access in terms of like, cell phones and ways to communicate, you theoretically could hit up kids in DMs on social media platforms and that sort of stuff.
What an idiot you have to be to do it that way, because you're leaving a trail.
You are.
Like you're leaving a trail. Even deleted messages can go into the cloud. Like it's not even like, so you have to know that. Like you just, I mean, not, whatever, not trying to help a guy, whatever, molest 13-year-olds, but I'm just saying, like, that's, you just.
But at the end of the day, like, the average criminal, particularly this type of criminal who's driven by, like, a depraved perversity, like, they're driven by that. It's wrong, but, like, to understand, like, that becomes, like, a blinding thing to them. That's their focus, that, I need to get this, and again, you're not going to make the best decisions. You're not going to always think everything through and be like, and if you did, you'd probably never be in that space. If you thought through and be like, well, what do I have to lose by doing this? And what type of outcast am I in society if I'm found to be doing this?
Yeah.
Like, if you think any of that through, you're like, nah, man, this is not a good idea. So the fact that he did is just, evidence that he didn't have the capability to kind of contemplate the right or wrong of his actions, or the mechanics of the best way to do those things.
Now, one thing, and this is the last thing I wanted to say, because the story that I read, because I caught the early story that was up, it didn't actually like say they made it to the point where he did something with her.
Yeah.
But is those messages enough? Just the sexual nature is like without the actual act. Is he still a sick, perverted guy?
Oh yeah, but I mean the question. I mean, okay, as I look at it, there's no question he is a sick, perverted guy that belongs in jail. And to be perfectly honest, because I don't think you recover from this particular type of perversity, he should be a death penalty guy. I don't think there's a way to
even without the act.
Correct, because the desire.
Yeah.
And there's enough to me, like you're texting and communicating and doing, like, you're actionable. Like, even if the final action hasn't happened, you're doing enough to be actionable. My belief is what I said. Now, I don't know, like, how the law is actually written.
Okay.
And if you don't have, physical in-person sexual contact, or that can't be proven, I'm sure there's charges that can be brought, but they may not. They may be like essentially lesser charges that wouldn't carry the same penalty that they would. But again, I haven't read that those statutes, and maybe they are, and they should be like kind of more all encompassing. That anything in that lane, any type of interaction that suggests sexual activities with a person, below the appropriate age to engage in those activities, would be enough to convict you. Hopefully that is, and hopefully that's what happens. But just kind of the way the law operates in most circumstances, if there's no proof of actual physical interaction, then there might be some sort of like lesser charge, lesser penalty that what he did would fall under.
No, for sure. Alrighty, well, that has been the show for tonight. We'll catch you guys next week.
Yes.
All right. Oh, yeah.